Carrie? Gina.
And Matthew and Roy
Oh, Roy.
is here also.
Roy.
Because
On this day.
in 1948,
Yes.
John Michael Osborne was born. He's the same age as my mom,
Really?
76.
Oh.
God bless him.
Wow. No idea.
Which is weird to think about. Like,
Yeah.
and my mom's in better shape than Ozzy.
Well, yes.
My mom has been kinder to herself.
Your mother has not been abusing her body
No.
the entire time. Nearly opened with this one.
I have a video on my social media of little tiny Festus, tiny 12-year-old Festus, when he used to do School of Rock.
Oh.
Very excellently performing this song, I think.
This song?
Yeah. Did they ever use this in Iron Man?
Yeah.
They did.
Closing credits.
Okay.
Then they switched to mostly AC/DC.
Shoot to Thrill,
yeah.
I remember the opening
That's
sequence.
one of my favorite sequences for Iron Man 2. We haven't even gone to Ozzy's solo
this is
catalog.
just
This is all
just,
Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
You know, the band that used to scare parrots.
He's the Prince of Darkness, Carrie. This song, I think we farted around about it a while ago because so many people have covered it. War Pigs.
Yeah, we haven't even gone to the solo stuff
that's
for
just...
Ozzy. He's fine. He's just fine.
Oh, I mean, I think. I don't think we'll see Ozzy perform ever again. And
Probably
that's okay.
not. Probably not.
I actually kind of prefer my rock stars remembering them as they were.
Yeah.
Instead of trotting them out.
Well,
so AC/DC just announced they're going on tour again.
Oh.
And
You know.
I mean,
what a legacy.
yeah, you don't
But
have to.
You don't have to. I don't want to see Angus out there.
I mean, Angus is in okay shape, I think, but Brian Johnson is not in okay shape.
No, you can barely hear.
And they keep talking about, well, maybe we'll have so-and-so, Axl Rose has filled in for him before. And it just, none of y'all need to be doing that
Exactly.
anymore.
But that's also the reason that we should be giving, our kudos to these artists while they're still upright. Because, I watched the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductions, and I'm like, it's great to see Stevie Nicks.
Sure.
It would have been great to see her 5 years ago.
Yeah.
She's still good.
Yeah.
But
why do we have to wait till they're in their 70s before we start honoring them?
Exactly. And it was like Ozzy. This was another one.
Yeah.
He couldn't stand.
No. It's sad.
I mean, they had a super group surrounding him. Maynard from Tool and a whole bunch of people. But he couldn't stand.
No.
And he did that part of the song.
Yeah.
But
No, let's honor them in their maybe slightly past their prime. Maybe just
exactly. Give them their kudos now.
Yeah.
Which is why you should watch that Yacht Rock documentary.
I know. I'm surprised you've watched it before I did.
Why they just didn't call it the Michael McDonald documentary, I don't know.
So my husband borrowed my car yesterday because he doesn't have one. And he went to the store, and he came back, and he just walked in the door and looked at me without saying a word.
Okay.
And I said, "What?" And he said, "You left the state." So I have satellite radio in my car, and he said, "You left it on the Yacht Rock station in your car." And he said, "It occurred to me that every Yacht Rock song is about cheating."
They discuss that.
Do they discuss?
It's not necessarily about cheating. It's. I mean, there's a lot of that, but they say the majority of Yacht Rock songs are about this poor guy who can't get the girl.
Yeah.
You know. Or he's lost her.
Well, that's what this one is
You know.
about. I keep forgetting. How you made that so clear.
And they even talk about his voice in this. You know, yeah, people make fun of it, but it's distinct.
It's wonderful.
You know.
I love Michael McDonald. And it is weird, or is it weird, that I love Michael McDonald and Ozzy, and like I can love them both. They could not be any more different. Yeah,
That's the thing, is that I used to be of that mindset where it had to be this kind of music.
Yeah.
All other music sucks.
No.
And then you realize, no, if it sounds good, it is good. It doesn't matter, you know. Yes, Steph, I went to the end, and there is a wonderful joke at the end. And I want to tell everybody it.
Oh, don't tell me. I need.
I'm going to tell you. I'm sorry. It won't ruin. It won't ruin the documentary.
Okay.
It won't ruin it. But the documentary starts out focusing on Steely Dan
Okay.
and about how it was this LA-based group of jazz musicians
Yes.
that actually kind of gave birth to this style of music.
Yeah.
And if you listen to the Yacht Rock, it's actually pretty complex stuff. It's the key changes and everything. They're complicated.
Sure.
And so they talk to everybody, including the guy from Ambrosia,
I have a soft spot for Ambrose.
about the genre and everything. And they, like I said, they spend a good 15 minutes on Steely Dan at the beginning. And Sue and I are watching it, and we're going, "Look, I'm sorry, we like Steely Dan, okay?
It's okay. It's okay. They're
We're
good.
We're going to listen to the Asia album this afternoon when we have dinner. Anyway, but so the guy from Ambrosia at the end of the documentary is laughing about the whole thing, and he goes, I wonder what Donald Fagen would say about this." Cut to a recording of the filmmaker calling Donald Fagen.
So he doesn't appear in this anywhere?
Just, there's pictures of him.
Yeah.
He's not interviewed.
Yeah.
The filmmaker. Hi, this is so-and-so. Is this, yes, this is Donald Fagen.
Yeah.
Yes, it's nice to talk to you. Well, I wanted to get a comment or two from you to see if you could participate in this documentary that we're making. What's the documentary called? It's Yacht Rock. He goes, Yacht Rock, huh? Well, you can just F right off.
Oh, he does not want to be associated with that.
Donald does not want to be associated
He's a jerk.
with the term Yacht Rock. Oh, I'm sure he is.
He's a jerk.
One of my favorite vocalists, though.
Yeah.
He's got speaking of distinct voices,
Yeah.
you know.
You could. It's okay to like Ozzy and Steely Dan.
It's okay.
And Ambrosia.
It's okay to like all kinds of music, yes.
This has been Farting Around with Carrie, Bill, and Gina on X96, Radio from Hell.
Speaking of all kinds of music,
Yes.
we have so many concert announcements today.
With 3.
And at 10 o'clock, it's the big one, the Kilby Block Party.
Huge.
And why we have to wait until 10 to do that, I think it's ridiculous.
But you're not gonna believe who you are. You won't.
You
You'll
won't.
go, that's not happening. Yes, it is.
Over 3 days.
Yeah.
All
That's-
of these bands.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It gets bigger and better every year.
Yeah, so we got concert announcement and concert tickets to give away today. You may have noticed that Bill is not here. He's not well.
He texted us yesterday and said he's got GERD.
GERD?
That's what he was saying.
Okay.
I've got the GERD.
Not the GERD. But anyway, no. But he's recovering. He's home taking care of himself, and fluids, lots of fluids. all that. And, yeah, all right. Anyway, check in right now if you want to after these messages, 877-602-9696, or text us 33986 for the check-ins after these messages. Hoops Vision Correction. If your Christmas stocking is frequently filled with, lens wipes and contact lens solution and, glasses cases, get rid of all that stuff. You don't need it. It's time to get crystal clear vision with LASIK from Hoops Vision. Now through December 31st, Hoops Vision offering, get this, $1,200 discount on LASIK. That is $600 off per eye, so you can enjoy better vision for less. Now, whether you're nearsighted, farsighted, astigmatism, Hoops Advanced LASIK procedure can help you achieve better vision today. I did it a long time ago. My regret, I didn't do it sooner. I was a chicken about the whole thing. I pushed my wife in front of the train first, and she's like, "Get in there, would you, stupid?" But if you have any remaining flex money, you can use that on your LASIK procedure. Take advantage of the 0% financing that they've got. See all the beautiful Christmas lights in your family clearer. $1,200 discount. Call 877-30-LASIK to schedule your VIP consultation or book online, hoopsvision.com.
3986.
All right, let's get this over with.
Yeah, you can call and check in with us, 877-602-9696. You can text to 33986. The moon is a waxing crescent moon. We're working our way to full. Not quite there yet. And today is Tuesday, the 3rd day of December in the year of our Lord Jesus Christ, 2024. And this is most of the Radio from Hell show with most of the Lords of Morning Radio, Kerry Jackson.
Oh, there we go.
Putting on his hat right there.
Work hat.
Bill Allred, he's snurgly.
Snurgly?
He's home, snurgly. He has some sort of ailment. Hopefully he'll be better for our Road Home broadcast tomorrow, by the way. I actually have that information right here. I'll read it to you in just a second.
Well, I'm going to play a Christmas song.
Oh.
And to kind of, coax you into the mood.
Get into the mood. I'm Gina Barberi. I'll be doing news. Don't worry. It'll be real news and some not so real news. Katie, for short, is producing the show as she always does. Macy's here, and I believe Vax is here as well. Yep, there he is. You can follow all of that if you would need a visual for the Radio from Hell show at x96.com/live. It's Let's Hug Day. Let's hug it out. Maybe. Scientifically, hugs are known to release good hormones that can help lower your blood pressure and stress levels. It's also National Green Bean Casserole Day. Do you know who the inventor of the green bean casserole is? You didn't know it was one person.
Not Betty Crocker?
No. Dorcas Lillian Bates Riley was the inventor.
Dorcas?
Dorcas. She worked in the home economics department of the Campbell Soup Company. And it's National Roof Over Your Head Day, which is a good lead into our Road Home broadcast.
Yes.
There are as many as 100 million people without a roof over their heads all over the U.S.
All right. Yeah, we'll tell you more about that coming up just before the news. All right. 877-602-9696 if you've a mind to check in on the phone. 33986 if you are too busy and just have time to text. Milo is here, though.
Hi, Milo. Milo.
Hello?
Are you at work? It sounds
There he
like
is.
you're in a noisy place.
Yeah, what is that? What is that, Milo?
Oh, it's just people hammering stuff down, molding it out and stuff. What's up with you guys, man?
Oh, we're doing a radio show.
Just doing a little radio.
Doing a radio show, surfing on the web, kind of multitask stuff. Where's Billy Boy today?
He just got a cold. He'll be all right.
He's got the GERD.
I don't know, man. Come on.
The GERD.
It's going around.
I don't want it.
The scientific full name is Ermagerd.
Ermagerd.
The GERD for
Doesn't
short.
sound good.
Yeah.
The GERD.
Whoa. It sounds like you're busy, Milo.
Milo,
Very busy painting and gluing, getting this thing ready to be delivered today.
all right.
Okay.
Well, you better concentrate on
Thanks,
that.
Milo.
I don't want you to lose a finger.
Chill.
Okay.
That's nothing.
All right, Milo.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye. Worry about Milo.
Sometimes.
Mixer driver Shane checking in from Orem, just waiting to get loaded with the state's finest concrete at Geneva Rock.
It's only the best.
Let's see. This is Attorney Thomas.
Hi, Thomas.
Hi, good morning.
Hi.
What's going on with you?
Oh, I'm checking in. I'm heading to court.
You got court.
Got court.
Is it a fun one or a boring one?
Well, two today. One's boring and one's fun. So two different clients. Not my cases. My clients' cases.
Okay.
Got court.
Well, thanks for checking in.
And I finally got to meet Ed Brass. For the longest time, I thought he was just a fake person made up for the radio. No, he's a real person. I met him in court, and I went up and shook his hand.
Oh yeah,
Super nice guy.
he's the best defense attorney in the state.
Yeah.
He's
No, Kerry, he
is my gold standard.
very important sports.
Oh, that's
and
right.
then
And
next
then
is the best
he's an
defense attorney in the state.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
I didn't think Ed Brass was real.
He is a character. You can see where he might be
That is funny.
a made-up person.
877-602-9696. Let's see. Black Sabbath was my first concert in Salt Lake at the tender age of 14.
Wow.
Let's see. Anybody else celebrating AC December?
Oh, we should do that.
Yeah, we should. Let's see. Good morning, Lords. Checking in from North Ogden. Thank you for letting me listen. Let's see. Sketchy Blake of Ogden.
Oh, Blake, I did see yesterday that you took your daughter to get her license yesterday.
How'd that go?
I hope that went well for her.
Amy of Florida. Yes, Gina, you absolutely may love both Ozzy and Michael McDonald.
I'm glad I have permission. Thank you.
Arrow checking in from Bristol, England. Just to point out that Ozzy doesn't speak like he does because of the drugs. He speaks like that because everyone from the Midlands speaks like that.
The drugs don't help, though.
Oh, there's Arrow making fun of the people from the Midlands. You going to come for Wales next? I don't know. Anyway. Zane of Dallas checking in. Wife is back in the hospital.
Oh, man.
But on the bright side, at least her fart isn't stuck. What did Gina have for dinner last night?
Well, you'll have to find out when we do boners later.
Joe Dirt checking in. Lost the fuel cap to the skid steer. The boss wouldn't call the mechanic to get a new one, so I ordered one off eBay. Never do that, Joe.
Don't you pay for things?
Don't ever do a workaround, because once they learn you'll do a workaround, they'll continue to depend on you to do a workaround. All right?
You get your money back, Joe Dirt.
Exactly. Quinn of Sunset checking in. Thanks for letting me listen. Mike in Nashville checking in. Jurassic Yee Yee. Just bit my partner on the butt to wake him up.
Did that work?
I hope my public apology will help him find forgiveness for my actions.
There are other ways to wake somebody up.
Come on. West Point Chris checking in. Woodworker Willie. Roger of Milburn checking in. Meshach of Erda. Johnny B checking in, listening while heading to my place to stick some more brick on the back deck wall. Good luck with that. Rye of Orem checking in. Right Wing Wade. Mauricio from Pittsburgh. April of American Fort. Tristan, Tree of Maine. Cindy and Sunsets. Jody and Brad headed to the aluminum plant for 12 long hours. Metal Shop Mark, Cement Dave, Salem Steve. Ed Brass is the best. Every time I murder, I call Ed.
He's our go-to.
He is indeed. Traffic.
And Right Wing Wade says checking in from I-15, lanes both directions running smoothly. I'll need some extra help from you this morning, Infiniteam, because I'm doing it all today. Crash 1900 West, 60 South, 6000 South in Roy. All southbound lanes are closed. Only one right lane open heading northbound. Expect delays both directions there. Little Cottonwood Canyon is closed for avalanche control practice. Estimated to reopen at 8:30 this morning. Business owners, do you owe $15,000 or more on employment taxes and don't know what to do? McClure & Stewart, your local trusted tax attorneys. Go to McClureandStewart.com today.
All right, thank you. We're going to take a break, play a song, Christmas song for you.
Okay.
One that I found in my collection.
Oh,
as you can
look at
see
that.
here.
That's a CD.
It's on a CD. One I didn't know I had.
Oh.
It was just down in the CDs.
I'm
and
glad you found it.
So we're going to play a Christmas song for you coming up. And then we got Big Boy News and Frank Christ Presents all coming up. Stand by for all of that. Zero Res.
Okay, so you had Thanksgiving. People got your house dirty. I know it happened. Not just your carpets either, your upholstery too. You need to give Zero Res a call. They have an X96 special offer. 3 rooms of carpet clean for $119. And if you want a 4th room clean for free, all you have to do is give a food donation. You give the technician a bag of non-perishable food items. At the time you're getting the cleaning done, they'll give you a 4th room for free, and all the food will be donated to the Utah Food Bank. Get your home ready for the holidays. I have them come all the time to my house. If you have pets, if you have kids, if you have dirty family members, you need Zero Res. They guarantee to make it easy. You get what you pay for. They absolutely stand behind every cleaning. Get Zero Resified starting at just $119. Get the 4th room free with a food donation. Here's how you book it. 801-288-9376 or go online, zerores.com. Just make sure you say you want the X96 special, Zero Res.
Yeah, you listen to Radio from Hell.
I have a list here somewhere. I'm sure I do. Let me look.
Do we have a file full of lists?
I do. I'll give you some options. Here's one that says, if your poop looks like this. No, that's not a good one.
I don't know. Everybody poops.
Yeah, but it's sort of just too descriptive, I think. I haven't looked at it for a long time. Shall I open it?
No.
Oh, well, it's too late now. I open. Oh, no, yeah, we don't want to do this.
You don't want to do
I don't know why I saved that. That's just terrible. you have to use words like black or tarry stools.
Yeah.
I don't want to do
No,
that.
I thought you still had a good list.
I closed it. I had let's see, 10.
You need me to find a list? I thought you had one.
I did, but I didn't open the file until
How
just
about
now.
eight things all guys feel but are too embarrassed to admit?
Let's go there.
No, I saw that this morning.
What?
I hated that list.
Well,
If you want
Do
to.
you have a better list?
Well, you have until the end of this jingle.
I still have sauce recipes that'll transform any meal.
A good list. X96.
I guess go there.
Societally speaking, men are not believed to be the most emotional beings. Man is a statue, solid in form, relatively expressionless.
I don't like that characterization at all.
Because of this societal presumption, men tend to be embarrassed easily when they stray from their prospective roles in a matter that they shouldn't, things they're supposed to do. Here are 8 things guys feel but are too embarrassed to admit. Now, you guys are guys, so you'll have to let me know.
Yeah, well, we'll have to, yeah,
Okay.
because we're the manly type.
I'll try.
All right,
try.
go ahead.
Number 1, you're insecure.
What?
Men are human beings.
What?
They, too, are bombarded with photoshopped images of perfect male bodies and idyllic faces that they can in no way live up to. They hate their bodies. They hate their faces. They hate their hairline. They're insecure about how they look.
All right, enough of that.
Oh.
You're making me feel bad.
Number 2, things that all guys feel but are embarrassed to admit.
Okay.
That he's in love.
Huh?
A guy admitting he's in love is viewed as a sign of weakness, not by you, but by guys in general. It shows he let his guard down and he cares about something. This is good news. But men tend to see this as a sign that you're going soft.
Yeah, that's been one of my downfalls in my life.
You can't admit when you're in love?
No, I always do.
Oh.
Too many times to too many different people.
Number 3, he doesn't always want to be intimate. As detailed by nearly every male character portrayed in movies and television, not every man wants to be intimate every time it's made available to him.
No, you're supposed to want it all the time.
It's okay. And why, this writer says? Well, for the same reason she doesn't want it all the time. I'm tired. I don't feel attractive. I'm lazy. I'd rather be doing something else. It's okay to admit you don't want it all the time.
I'd rather drink my beer.
Here's one for Carrie. He likes girly drinks.
Not so much anymore.
Oh, you've moved away from the girly drinks?
I kind of noticed that, yeah.
But I will enjoy it. I mean, like when I went to Hawaii, I had the wonderful pineapple and God, what is it? Why is my brain? I'm thinking about the phones not
That's
working.
okay.
So
It's
I'm
okay.
I'm not thinking straight.
Says don't feel bad about that. They're a delicious palate change from your regular beer
Sure
or
they
other
are.
male marketed beverage.
I like girly drinks. Bourbon on the rocks.
Let's see. That's a porn one. I don't want to do
It's
that.
a porn one.
What about?
I don't
Come
want to
on.
do the porn one.
Oh, go on.
This state has been suffering since they can't get their porn.
Just read the first.
A guy might be embarrassed to tell you some alternative things he's attracted to because he's not sure how you'll react.
Oh,
I see. All right.
I get it. You don't need to go into any more detail.
Okay,
think we all know.
I'm going to leave.
Can we
it
try
there.
it this way?
Mai Tai, thank you.
Oh, that's what your
Can we
wife
try it with a Mai Tai?
Yeah.
A Mai Tai.
Delicious.
Along those lines, that he checks other guys out.
Oh, yeah.
Not in that way,
Oh, yeah?
but, can appreciate a good-looking guy.
I
do.
Let me tell you, I had it with a celebrity. It was for the First Contact promotion thing, and I went down to Hollywood, and I got to interview all of the Star Trek people. And sitting next to Patrick Stewart, I went, you know what, Sir Patrick Stewart? I've been a Kirk guy all my life, but you know what? You're a damn handsome man.
And not in a gay way, just to appreciate that
and
he's
you
a
know
handsome
you
man.
know me and Chris Pine.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that is in a gay way.
You'd go there with Chris
You
Pine.
bet.
Sure you would.
You bet.
His new movie, I think his shirt's off the whole time, Bill.
Yeah.
He kind of likes TV shows he's not supposed to.
Oh, yeah.
Like what?
Well, they say Real Housewives.
No,
but
no.
You have
You
another
used to
example,
watch.
Carrie?
Oh no, I was thinking of that other
No,
housewife show.
no. Sue and I watch Survivor. No, there's a lot of shows that I watch that I shouldn't be watching.
Desperate Housewives.
Like Desperate Housewives I used to watch. I watched this Children Ruin Everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's about people with kids.
Yeah, that's not for you.
It's not for me, but I'm watching it and enjoying it. You know?
How about me liking the Antiques Roadshow? Is that?
Yeah, sure. And finally, this. He really does love Taylor Swift.
No.
She is universally, I mean, not for
No.
you, Bill.
No.
I appreciate her.
Okay.
I'll say that.
She is universally, and men have been dragged to Taylor Swift concerts by their women, and they go grudgingly, and then come out of that concert being a fan.
Well, one thing about that, there's no woman dragging me anywhere.
Because I'm alone.
We hope you'd enjoyed another list with Radio from Hell on X96.
Yeah, that'll be stuck in your head.
Everybody loved it. Who is that?
Big Bad Voodoo Daddy.
Yeah.
I didn't know I had a Big Bad Voodoo Daddy Christmas CD.
What else is
it
on
was
there?
still wrapped up and
I'm
everything.
just curious. What else is on
Rockabilly Christmas, Merry Christmas Baby, Blue Christmas, Last Night I Went Out with Santa Claus, Jingle Bells Cha-Cha,
there? We're going to have to explore some more of these, you know.
Party for Santa, Is That You, Santa Claus?
I love That You, Santa Claus.
And, so We Three Kings featuring the Big Bad Voodoo Daddy horn section.
I'm going to need to hear all of this over the next 3 weeks.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what we can do. But we play that for a couple of reasons. One, I like the band. Two, I found the CD. Three, to get you in the spirit for giving tomorrow. Yes, we begin the road to the road home tomorrow. Now, you can donate your items, your physical items, at any Rocky Mountain Chevy dealer along the Wasatch Front.
There's a list of them at x96.com if
Yes.
you're wondering.
And that's at your convenience. When they are open, you just take your stuff in, throw it into the back of that big old pickup truck in the showroom, and they'll get it to us, to the road home. But, tomorrow we're going to be broadcasting live from...
Doug Smith Chevrolet. It's
Thank you.
1341 North Main Street in Spanish Fork.
Doug Smith in Spanish Fork from 6 to 10 a.m. taking your donations and giving away stuff, things like that. So start thinking about it. You might be running to the store today. Pick up a few extra, socks or things like that. Coats.
Warm stuff.
Warm stuff. Pick it up. And,
All
bring it.
sizes for all ages of people.
Yeah. Diapers. Diapers are always needed. hygiene products are always needed. So just bring them, donate them at a Rocky Mountain Chevy dealer near you. All right, it is time for Big Boy News. Right after the news, it's Frank Christ Presents They're Fine, They're Just Fine, the Dead Celebrity Game. I'm going to give you a list of 4 celebrity names. 3 of those celebrities are fine, just fine. One of them dead. Pick the dead one correctly. You will win.
A Radio from Hell diner-style mug, suitable for murder. They're heavy, substantial. It's a weapon.
It is.
And I think Katie was going to put together a little prize pack with that and some other goodies. That means I don't know what it is, but other things.
It's a Harvey bag full of stuff.
It's a chicken bucket.
It's our chicken bucket. You're going to put it in a chicken bucket?
Put it in. She's going to put it in a chicken bucket.
We'll put it in a chicken bucket for you. And, people are asking about the Radiothon. That will be the 19th and the 20th.
Yeah, if you want to come see us at the road home, those are the days we're doing that.
But you can still make your donations online, x96.com. All right, let's get to some big. Oh yeah, call for the chicken bucket. 877-602-9696. Time now for Big Boy News, brought to you by
America's First Nutcracker is nostalgic, charming, and magical. Witness a historic 80th anniversary of the Nutcracker, opening December 6th with the magical music of Tchaikovsky, performed live by the Ballet West Orchestra. Has a weekend full of leftovers left you filled to the brim? Dr. Wendy, a California-based board-certified gastroenterologist.
Hold it. I can't take someone named Dr. Wendy seriously. What's her last name?
I don't know. She's a California-based board-certified gastroenterologist.
All right, what does she have to say?
She's a poop doctor.
All right.
And she has recommendations for post-holiday constipation treatments, offering up a how-to guide to get things moving if you haven't been able to move them since Thanksgiving. Constipation is a problem. According to the Mayo Clinic, people range in frequency from 3 times a week to once or twice daily, all of those being regular. Not everybody has the same regularity.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Thanks,
It
Dr. Wendy.
It depends.
It's Poop Chat on X96 Radio from Hell.
Occasional constipation is relatively common, can be caused by a number of factors, including dehydration, lack of fiber.
Yes, those 2 things right there.
Certain medications.
Yes.
Lack of exercise.
The medications, I speak from past experience.
She says... Tackling the problem, she's a TikTok doctor. That's why you're suspicious of her.
Exactly. I don't think she's a real doctor. I mean, she's got some good advice, but she's not a real doctor.
She says constipation treatments fall into 2 major categories with the charming titles of mush or push.
Poop.
She explained that mush treatments work by drawing water into the intestines and making the contents soft, making your poop soft, and making it easier for them to move along. Simply put, mush treatments make your poop mushy.
Yes.
Now there's the pushing treatments, which stimulates your gut to move and expel its contents. She prefers the mushy route over the pushy route.
Mm-hmm. Did you make today? Did you make poo-poos? Any poo-poos? 'Cause that's poison in the body, you know.
Just a little poop chat to start off the news.
Well, and, and I say speaking from past experience, because when they did the big surgery on my gutty works.
Carries cancer stuff.
Yeah, when they were going in, looking around, they had to move all my guts to one side, look around, and then move my guts to the other side, look around. And then they said, well, you've got all of this that's been happening to you. We can't let you go home until you poop.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
have to make sure everything.
How do we do that? I haven't had any food.
Well, there's nothing to poop.
There's nothing to poop. You've been giving me Jell-O. But they made me get up and walk around the floor. And so I started doing that just on a regular basis because there was no way I was going to spend Christmas at the U Hospital.
Oh, was it this time of year?
Yeah,
you were...
exactly. There was just no way I was going to do that. And they let me out on Christmas Eve, I believe.
You pooped on Christmas Eve.
It was a Christmas miracle. So.
It's Poop Chat on X96 Radio from Hell.
This was scary news from Payson. 4 people were injured, and northbound I-15 closed in Payson after a small plane made an emergency landing last night, leading to a crash with cars, a chain reaction on the freeway.
Now, I didn't hear where it was. I just heard it was on I-15. But,
yeah.
I mean, there's some wide open spaces on I-15 around that area, so they should have been okay.
4 people inside the cars involved in the crash were taken to hospitals with injuries ranging from moderate to severe. 1 person was in critical condition. After the plane made an emergency landing on I-15, this happened about 8 o'clock. 1 car hit the plane, and at least 4 other cars then crashed as well. No one on the plane was injured, so they landed it successfully. They had some kind of engine failure, and, you put it down on a highway. It looks like it's a, like Carrie was saying, a straight shot for there.
Yeah.
The crash has remained under investigation late Monday, and troopers were working with the company that owns the plane to figure out how to move it to a safe place. That closure remained in effect for a couple of hours last night. Traffic was being detoured through Payson.
I'd be curious where exactly this was, because there's a lot of open fields there.
Why they
He couldn't have just augured into,
Unless maybe there's like power lines or things like that they were trying to avoid.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Speaking of poop chat, Harvey Weinstein is back in the emergency room after an alarming blood test result. I know he's on your list, Gary.
Yes, he is.
I'm sad I gave him up. He's
a good call.
He's a good call.
If not this year, next year for sure.
The disgraced film producer was rushed to Bellevue Hospital in Manhattan for emergency treatment and is expected to remain until his condition stabilizes. Harvey Weinstein's been suffering from lack of adequate medical care, enduring deplorable and inhumane conditions. I find it hard to feel sorry for the
It's funny how suddenly they're worried about prison conditions when it's one of their own that's in there, Suddenly that's an issue.
Yeah. So this is a local follow-up crime story. You might remember this. A South Carolina woman accused of killing a bride on her wedding day while driving drunk in April has reportedly pleaded guilty to 4 criminal charges related to the incident. Jamie Lee Komrowski pleaded guilty Monday afternoon to a felony charge for a DUI causing the death. This is that married couple. They just had their ceremony. The bride is still in her wedding dress, and she and some friends are in a golf cart. This woman, drunk driving, she was 3 times over the limit, ran into the golf cart and killed the bride. She's there in her wedding dress. She was married to a guy from Utah.
Oh, okay.
So this happened in South Carolina, but there's a Utah connection there. The woman who was convicted of drunk driving got 25 years in prison for that. Donald Trump had pardons of his own.
Pope!
Oh, sorry.
So everyone's talking about Hunter Biden is being pardoned and how horrible that is.
How terrible.
It's not.
It's not.
The crimes he's being pardoned for. So tax evasion.
He
has paid it back. And the gun charge. Now the gun charge is he bought a gun. And on the form you fill out to buy the gun, there's a box that says, "You don't do drugs, do you?" And he checked, "No, I don't do drugs."
Yeah.
Because I'm sure everybody that buys a gun fills that out.
Yeah.
Honestly. It's a minor charge that is usually added on to something bigger, like if that gun is then used in a crime or something. Anyway, I'm not saying he didn't do anything wrong. He did, but this isn't that big a deal. I have a list of the people that Donald Trump pardoned and why he pardoned them.
Oh, good.
Charles Kushner, founder of the Kushner Companies, a New York-based real estate company, was convicted of preparing false tax returns, retaliating against a cooperating witness, and making false statements to the Federal Election Commission. Oh, he also hired a prostitute to entrap his brother.
Yeah. Filmed it.
Sent
it to his sister. Showed it to his sister.
Because it's her,
Yeah. But what do we do?
Well, not only did he get pardoned, he has now been named the U.S. ambassador to France for the incoming. Steve Bannon.
Yeah.
One of 4 individuals accused of defrauding hundreds of thousands of donors for the We Build the Wall GoFundMe crowdfunding campaign. Federal prosecutors said the money that Bannon and others raised was covertly routed to them. Rather, the wall was never built.
No.
He just took your money.
He just took the money. You rubes.
He's pardoned too.
Pardoned.
Paul Manafort, sentenced to more than 7 years in prison for financial witness tampering and lobbying crimes. He secured a pardon in the final days of Trump's first term.
Mm-hmm.
Roger Stone.
Oh, boy.
A longtime Trump ally charged in the wake of a special counsel probe into the Russian interference during the 2016 presidential election. He was found guilty on 7 felony counts of obstruction, making false statements, tampering with the witness, sentenced to more than 3 years in prison. Trump said, no, you're fine.
Yeah. And you could go on.
Yeah.
There are many, many more. But let's be honest. The reason that he did it is because Kash Patel has been named to be in charge of the FBI, and Kash Patel has published a hit list of people that he's going after. There's 60 people on this list, and Hunter's on there.
And
so that's what...
You tell me what you would do if that was your child
and
you
yes,
had the ability to.
Admittedly, he promised he wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But guess what? The game changed. The game changed. All right.
Sports, we have the Dallas Stars over the Utah Hockey Club 2-1. Their next match is Saturday against the Sabres. In the NFL, let's see, the Broncos over the Browns 41-32. The Jazz, who are 4-16, are on the road tonight in Oklahoma City. That game starts at 6 o'clock. That is your sports. Weather. The air is bad already, and it is not going to get better, and it's going to get gradually worse.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure the legislature will take care of that.
They will fix it.
Oh, yeah.
High of 45. This is pretty much all week long. Highs in the mid-40s, overnight lows in the mid-20s. Traffic, let me refresh this, make sure I have the most up-to-date information for you. Crash northbound Bangor Highway over the 201 freeway, the right lane and shoulder are blocked. Traffic backing toward 27th South. Little Cottonwood Canyon closed for avalanche control practice. It is estimated to reopen at 8:30. And I think that's it. I'm checking our message stream, see if anybody's sent anything in. Scheduled my colonoscopy the Monday after Thanksgiving. That was good timing.
Good timing.
If you want to tell us about your colonoscopy or let us know what is happening on the road, you can do that at 33986. Hi, Frank.
Oh, hello.
Are you going to go visit Harvey Weinstein later today?
I was just going to check up on him, see how he's doing.
Did you try to scare him when you go into the...
Oh, no.
No?
No. I should, though.
No. You have rules?
I try to have some standards, yes. Unlike that guy.
It's Frank Christ, everybody.
Oh, where's Bill? Is he all right?
Well, I think he's fine.
Is he just fine?
It's just a cold.
I'll go check on him.
You don't usually have to bother with people that just have a cold. Frank is our friend and a reaper of celebrity souls. He brings us a list every day of celebrities. 3 of them are, well, they're fine, right? They're just fine. One of them is not fine. One of them is no longer with us, and Frank has taken to the distribution center to be moved on to the next realm. I have a list here of, let's see, actors in movies about homelessness.
Oh.
Because it's a National Roof Over Your Head Day.
All right. Well, Penny is here to play.
Hi, Penny.
Hi.
Penny, we've got Radio from Hell diner-style coffee mug and some other random goodies that Katie will put into a chicken bucket for you.
It's the Radio from Hell chicken bucket.
If you can name the dead celebrity, okay?
Okay, it's just like Christmas.
It is. It's a Christmas miracle. Okay, let's see. Number 1, Ann Dowd. She appeared in many films, including Green Card, Lorenzo's Oil, Philadelphia, Garden State, The Manchurian Candidate, Marley and Me, many, many more. She was Aunt Lydia in the Hulu series The Handmaid's Tale. She was in a movie called Gimme Shelter about a young girl who runs away and ends up living on the street. Number 1, Ann Dowd. Number 2, Michael K. Williams. Born in New York City, Williams enrolled at the National Black Theater. He left school early to pursue a career as a dancer and choreographer. Got into acting and was cast in the HBO series The Wire. He had starring roles in 12 Years a Slave and RoboCop, among others. His movie about homelessness was called The Public. Number 2, Michael K. Williams. Number 3, Jenna Malone. Some of Malone's work was in cult movies and horror like Donnie Darko, The Neon Demon, Antebellum, Swallowed, Consecration. Malone played part of a Catholic schoolgirl with a painful secret in the dangerous lives of altar boys. Jenna appeared as Fairy Girl in Cold Mountain. She was in The Soloist about a homeless man who's an accomplished violinist. Number 3, Jenna Malone. And number 4, Anthony Mackie. Mackie made his film debut starring in 8 Mile. He was later nominated for the Independent Spirit Award for Brother to Brother in the same year, The Manchurian Candidate. Mackie starred in Half Nelson and The Hurt Locker. He portrayed Tupac Shakur in Notorious. In the movie Shelter, he played a homeless immigrant on the streets of New York. Number 4, Anthony Mackie. Those are your 4 celebrities. Do you know which one is no longer with us?
It's a stab in the dark, but number 2.
You stabbed correctly.
Was he stabbed?
Yeah, he was not stabbed.
No,
I believe it was a drug overdose.
It was an overdose, yeah.
Michael K. Williams.
Excellent actor.
Only 54.
Tragedy.
When he died in 2021. You got that correct. You have won our mug and other random goodies in our Radio from Hell chicken bucket.
I'm so excited.
I'm
All right,
glad
Penny.
you're excited.
Hang on the line, Penny. Tell you how to get that stuff.
Katie will get some information from you, and we'll get that to you.
All right,
Well, so other than Harvey, who are you going to look
Well,
at?
I got to check on Ozzy today, of course. 76 today.
I mean, I think he's fine.
I think he didn't look great.
No?
Daryl Hannah is 64.
I think she's pretty.
She's all right. Yeah, but she's dating that Neil Young.
Yeah.
I better go check on Neil.
While you're there,
While I'm
it's
there.
a 2-for-1.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye, Frank. Crash northbound Bangor Highway over the 201 freeway. The right lane and shoulder are blocked. Traffic is backing toward 27th South. Little Cottonwood Canyon is closed for avalanche control practice. Its estimated time of reopening is at 8:30 this morning. Looks like that's about it so far. If you see something, you can share it with us, 33986.
All right. We're going to take a break. We'll be back after these messages. I believe we have a Utah Word of the Day. Yes, we do. Utah Word of the Day coming up. Stand by for that. After these messages, KXRK Provo. The Blocks SLC Glow is happening now at Gallivan Center. The Blocks is the downtown arts district where they amplify arts and artists and help create a vibrant, creative community highlighted by immersive art exhibits like Glow. And this year, Glow is 3 times larger with 27 sculptures that celebrate the earth. Gallivan Center, Glow, lights, sights, sounds, all free to the public. You can just go down and take a look at it.
Take the whole family.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a tradition. You come to downtown Salt Lake to see the lights. Well, not all of the lights are available. So Glow is definitely there for you, and it is, again, free to the public at the Gallivan Center. It's created with Theory Art Collective, sculptured. The sculptures are recycled dichroic IM. I don't know what that is, but I know they're beautiful. Some of the sculptures and others will be featured, if they haven't been, at Burning Man. So if you ever wanted to see a Burning Man sculpture, this is it. Also, Laura Tohei, Navajo Nation Poet Laureate, created You Belong to Earth. There's a statue there. A polychroma 14-foot tall rainbow acknowledges the diversity in Utah. So you're downtown with all the lights, 210 bars and restaurants offering holiday cheer. It's an evening for you. Glow. Just go down to the Gallivan Center or go to theblockslc.com for more information.
Well, the Republicans are really after me.
Me too. I'm getting him too.
Well, are you getting this? Again,
They want me to run for office?
This is the third time they've sent me a text.
Really?
Utah Republican Chairman Rob Axon here. It says, our party needs your help.
Mm-hmm.
No Republican has filed a run against Democrat incumbent Jen Daly Prevost for the state house. January 8th at 5 p.m. is the deadline to file at the Salt Lake County Clerk's office, and we cannot let the Democrat run unopposed.
Mm-hmm.
Will you answer the call and serve? See the district map here.
I got it for Brian King.
Oh, really?
Yeah. A GOP chairman, Rob Axon, says, our party needs your help. Me, Gina Barberi. Brian King is not running again, and no Republican has filed to run for the open seat in State House District 23.
It seems that I think I also got something from the Democrat, Jen Daly Prevost, saying, I can't find it now, saying that she would really appreciate my financial support. Now, I don't know why.
Okay, that's
Well,
different.
you're a registered Republican. Why
I don't know. I don't know why she would send that to me. I'm not giving her any money. I'm a Republican.
Did you see there's a woman and a Democrat that's filed to run for Mitt Romney's seat yesterday?
I didn't see that.
Yes.
She's, let me find that.
And what, so did anybody file to run against Jen Daly Prevost?
Oh. Let's see.
Now, as registered Republicans, don't we get to vote in this upcoming thing?
Yeah, they're having.
Or do we have to go somewhere?
We might have to go somewhere, so I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that.
It's a presidential preference poll or something.
Yeah.
World-renowned ski mountaineer, environmental
I did,
activist, running for Utah's open Senate seat. Her name's Caroline Gleich or Gleich. I should probably figure out how to say that. She's running for Mitt Romney's seat.
Yeah, I did see that. And she's a Democrat?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
She got my vote.
Well,
I don't need to know anything.
well, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm a Republican. I can't vote for her.
Sure. No, Bill, you can.
You can.
See, in this state, you have to be a registered Republican to vote in the Republican primaries and things, but Democrats will take anybody. You don't have to be a registered Democrat.
And that's why I'm a Republican, because I'm picky.
And today's the last day you can register as a Republican to vote
I think it was. Oh yeah, today is the last day. Yeah, today. If you have a mind to register, I was thinking of changing back to Democrat, but I just didn't want to go. I lost the paper that said how to do it, and so I don't care. I mean, it doesn't make a whole never mind of difference. Really.
It does make a difference because you can vote in primaries. If you would like a say in who wins office here in the state of Utah, you have to be a registered Republican.
Gina, the Republicans that I would vote for, which I did, are too liberal in the Republican Party to ever win.
Well,
it doesn't make a difference.
Well, the GOP is now all extremists. There is no, what I keep hearing, mainstream Republicans. That term doesn't apply anymore.
That's why I want to go back to, I think I should go back to being a Democrat and just fight the good fight.
All of the mainstream Republicans are quitting or retiring Mitt Romney, you know?
I don't know how this presidential, I think it's in March, the Republican
presidential preference,
whatever that is. I don't know if you have to go somewhere or. We'll find out.
It says here, so you can switch back to Democrat. The Republican Party will not primary this year. They have decided to do voting in the caucuses, so you can't vote against Trump in the primary.
Because they know not everyone will show up to the caucuses. Because people are...
Yeah, it's only the extremists.
Yeah.
Or no, excuse me, the Republicans that will go out.
Well, I think I can make. I think you can call the office and change your party affiliation over the phone.
You just go to vote.utah.gov and it's all there. It's easy.
All right.
Yeah, like Mark and Morgan did. Just texted in.
Morgan?
Or said hey. Oh, and speaking of Giving Tuesday, like Jimmy Kimmel was saying,
Oh.
I got a text from our friend Bad Brad Wheeler.
Oh.
Because today's Giving Tuesday.
Yes.
It always is the Tuesday after Thanksgiving. And he says if you're looking for things to contribute to, he says you might consider supporting your local Zen center, the Two Arrows Zen.
Yeah.
That's where
Brad is.
he practices.
Practices there.
So be thinking of that.
And if he keeps practicing, he'll
get it right.
He'll get it right. Finally.
It's a good time to think about donating for the road home too.
Yes, x96.com has all the information and links that you need to make your donations to the road home. And of course, we'll be accepting donations at the Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers. The Chevy dealers are accepting the donations, and then they bring it to us on the Radiothon day.
Yep.
There's a parade of pickup trucks full of stuff.
19th and 20th, we'll be doing that.
Yeah. All right. Time now for Utah Word of the Day, brought to you by...
The holidays can bring joy, but also financial stress. Solution Loans understands. Receive up to $3,000. Don't let money troubles ruin your celebrations. Apply online at solutionloansnow.com. Mention the code word Santa for a free payment.
It's often said that people of Utah speak a language all their own. It's a language that's often confusing and even incomprehensible to newcomers here in the Beehive State. So, Radio from Hell presents a handy guide to help everyone understand how the natives speak. It's the Utah Word of the Day, and today's word is...
Fill. F-I-L-L, Phil. And now, here they are, the Right Honorable Mayor of Mona, Utah, Don Criddle, with his son, Denver.
Denver, son, have you started writing your Christmas list and gift letter to Jolly Old Elf? If you ain't, you better hop to it. Christmas is going to be here soon.
Okay, Daddy. But who is the jolly old elf?
Kris Kringle, Denver.
Kris Kringle? That sounds like some kind of potato chip or something.
No, Denver. Kris Kringle is Father Christmas.
Oh.
The Santa Claus. So you better write your letter so he'll know what to bring you. Time's a-wasting, son. Get it did, and I'll come back for the letter later.
Okie dokie, Daddy. Let's see. Dear Santa Claus, I am Denver Criddle, and in case you don't know, I'm the son of the mayor of Mona, Utah, Don Criddle. But you probably know that because Santa Claus knows everything. Anyway, because of my position as son of the mayor, I'm sure that you will prioritize my gift list. Here's what I want. Number 1, a Sig Sauer 9mm micro-compact Luger-style pistol. I was thinking a Glock, but this one has plenty of firepower, so it'll be easier to hide in my sock drawer. Number 2, a 72-hour deluxe emergency survival kit, guaranteed to get you through earthquakes, hurricanes, tsunamis, and blackout power failures. Next, a subscription to Prepper Survival magazine. That's pretty much it, except for my stocking. I got it hanged by the chimbley with care. Now, about that stocking, I feel that last Christmas you, or maybe it was an elf, didn't fill it full. I want candy, of course, but this year, how about some cookies? Some of them jam-filled sugar cookies. Oh, that would make me feel great. So that's it. And remember, I am the son of the mayor of Mona, Don Criddle.
Denver, you finished with that Sandy letter? I'll get it in the mail for you.
The post office? You mean you're going to take it there and mail it? Oh, no. I don't trust the mail, Daddy. I think I should go up to the Provo, to the mall, and put this letter right in Sandy's hand.
Well, that's fine, Denver. But I ain't got time to drive you up there. I got mayor stuff to do. How you going to get there?
Oh, my friend who has a license to drive feels the same as me about the mail. Phil will drive me up there. I feel sure that Phil will.
Join us again some other time as we examine how the Utah natives speak with the Utah Word of the Day.
So I ask my kids,
yes,
and this is helpful for me, please help your mother out and tell me what you would like for Christmas.
Yes.
Not only that, they all have birthdays within 2 weeks of Christmas.
That's true.
It's horrible. I hate it.
Well, that's your own fault.
I know. I'm fertile once a year. It just happens. But now my daughter, Jonesy, right on schedule,
yes,
emailed me a Google Doc
Really?
With a list with links and sizes and colors of things, and mostly her list was like, this hair product I like, and this like practical stuff.
I was going to say, I'll bet it's supplies for her dorm.
Yeah,
you know,
there's not. I don't think there's anything on there over $30. It's not a. It's just, I've run out of these toiletry items. Here's what I need, but all I have to do is click on it and order it, and it's so easy. And then she said, and if you want to give me some money for my investments, because she on her own went and opened up a CD at the bank, and she's saving money. And
wow.
So this is her. Festus, he lives in a tiny apartment in San Diego.
Yeah.
He just gets money because he doesn't have room for stuff.
Exactly.
That's all, and he's fine with that. Mm-hmm. Muhammad, God bless him. I said, please tell me give me anything.
You're not getting a list from that kid.
No.
No.
My mom calls me yesterday. She said, I asked Muhammad, because she gets the kids one little thing for Christmas.
Yeah.
She's like, I asked Muhammad, you know what, tell me like a sweatshirt you want or something. She's like, I said, Mom, he won't tell me. You think he's going to tell you? No idea what to get this kid. Nuts. And he's like, I don't need anything. I'm like, I know you don't need anything, but I would like to get you something for Christmas and your birthday. I'm fine. I don't need anything. It helps me out. Let me know what you want.
I actually did a little shopping for myself yesterday.
On Cyber Monday?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Well, and here's the thing, is that I'm all about supporting local.
Sure.
So the Hallmark stores are putting out recreations of classic Star Wars action figures in their package on the card.
That's a great idea.
And I got one at the comic book store. It was the Sand People, one of my favorite ones. And I saw that they also have Darth Vader. Oh, okay, cool. I don't want all of them.
No.
I just want some of them.
Yeah.
I'll get R2-D2. I'll get the Jawa, and that'll probably be enough. Maybe the Stormtrooper. But you can direct your purchase to a local Hallmark store.
Oh, so you order it, but
So
they
I
give credit to...
Exactly.
I see.
So I gave credit to Katie's Hallmark up north in Bountiful. And then I bought some stuff from the Geek Show store, which is also a local company that prints our shirts and things, because we're having a Black Friday sale all week long. And I don't have any of my own logo stuff. So
Gary, that's like the most basic of things you should
I know,
have.
right? Hey. Exactly. All right. Traffic, please, Gina.
Okay, let's see. I just refreshed, see if anything new has happened. Now, this came in about 25 minutes ago, but it's that crash. Northbound Bangor Highway over the 201 freeway. The right lane and shoulder are blocked. Traffic backing toward 27th South. Little Cottonwood Canyon is closed for avalanche control practice. It should be open at about 8:30. And whatever you guys are seeing on the road, we would appreciate it if you texted us and let us know at 33986. The State Room presents, bringing you live music memories. Check out Sixpence None the Richer with Kiss Me with Emily Hicks, Wednesday, December 4th at the State Room. Get tickets at thestateroompresents.com.
All right. Boner of the day, big boy news, all coming up. Do you want to preview the candidates?
Sure. Boner candidate number 1. Ladies, this is your own damn fault. Number 2, this guy puts his money where his stupid mouth is. And number 3, oink and snort. No.
Oh, okay. We got Boner of the Day, Big Boy News, all coming up after these messages and a song. Stand by for all of that. Pups.
I have to leave work right when we get off the air today because Riley, my golden retriever, has an appointment at Pups.
An appointment?
An appointment.
Is it grooming or what?
Well, here's what I like to do with Pups. I've been taking her there for years. By the way, I'll go home and I'll say, Riley, do you want to go to Pups? And she doesn't get up for much, but she will get up for that. Because she likes to go there because what I do is I have her go do the daycare, a little playtime with her friends, get the wiggles out before grooming is what I like to do.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. They're such nice people that work at Pups. They're friends of the program, They're probably listening right now, and they take such good care of your pups. They personalize the service to what your pup needs to be healthy and happy. Go a little slower if that's what they need. They're just great people. I highly recommend them. They're at 1123 East, 27th South. You can find all their services. They do training, grooming, boarding, all that kind of stuff. pupsslc.com.
Mom.
We had a terrific lights, camera brunch yesterday at Squatters. Our guests were excellent. Scott Chester, who's worked on a lot of movies as a production unit manager and all kinds of
He had some
jobs.
good stories. You should listen to the podcast, which Katie's going to post.
I've got to edit it down, but it will be posted later today after work.
It's a whole recording about
I'll just
it.
say this. Sharon Stone's a bitch. That's what I'll say.
Also, Dallin Weeks was great from I don't know how, but they found me.
Yes.
He was terrific, and we had a good time there with Dallin. Good beat Gina. We had really funny questions and answers and audience participation.
You know what I noticed about this year in particular? Lots of parents and their kids were there.
Well, it was nice that it was finally an all ages event.
But I mean, even they were like,
has it not been in the past?
No, that used to be a 21 and older bar, as Squatters had it, but it actually turned into a restaurant this year.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, and so that's why we were allowed to have under 8 or non-21.
But lots of multiple people came up. Whole families would come up and say, you know, I've listened to you since KJQ, and now my kids have grown up. And even like third generation, I talked to a couple people who said, and now my grandkids are listening to the Radio from Hell show.
We
So
got,
nice
and
to
then
meet
people brought us presents too, which is really.
You don't have to do that.
Yeah, you do. No, I
No.
listen. I enjoy getting the presents. That's great. But the more you bring, the better.
Even Vax got a present.
Yeah, what did he get?
Vax has a fan
Your
club.
dog.
Apparently, yeah, Vaxeldan, my dog, has a fan club now of 2 dogs, Luna Lovegood and Lily Potter.
Oh, cute.
Right. And they even made him this precious little bandana that says Vax Radio Lab, and it has dinosaurs on the other side.
Oh.
He wore it to work today.
Yeah, he's been wearing it around because it's really cute. Plus, his birthday's on Wednesday, so.
Cement Dave and his wife were there. They brought soap. The radio
the
from Hell.
unofficial Radio from Hell soap.
Yes.
And it's very nice soap. It's that glycerin based kind of soap. And then somebody, who gave us the Christmas ornaments?
Michelle?
Yeah, I think it was Michelle.
Michelle.
We all got one.
Yours broke.
And then yours got knocked off
and mine
the
got
table.
knocked off the table because
It's a Santa. It's a black Santa
I don't
Claus.
know if Cement Dave wants me to actually tell you this, but I'm gonna anyway. He already has a new one on order for you.
oh well, thank you.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
He showed me a picture.
I was going to offer
before I
you
left.
mine, but
Yeah, I was. It was very sad to see it get knocked over and broken.
Who gave
No,
us this stuff?
I've been trying to remember the name of the woman that brought us the candies, Carrie. Do you remember? Because you were right there.
remember.
I want to say it started with an L, but I don't
Is
want to
this
be
all
rude.
candy?
There were so many people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she brought it up. It's from
These are all sweets are handmade, fresh, hand dipped, and decorated.
Prescription for Sweets, I believe it's called.
Prescription for sweets.
Yeah.
Size, shape, and weight of each piece will vary due to the absence of preservatives in the sweets. Consumed within 2 weeks of being at room temperature. To increase shelf life, refrigerate immediately upon receipt and keep refrigerated for a half hour to an hour before eating. Let them be that stuff looks delicious. I gotta say.
I know there's a couple of truffles. I think these are some of the truffles. There's snickerdoodles or something. I know those are truffle with
These are
cinnamon sugar or something.
These are little cookies. They're
I think they're chocolate covered more toffee. It might be toffee.
Oh.
Yeah, she said there was pecan toffee.
Yeah, there's toffee of some sort.
Oh, wait, hey.
Yeah, pecan toffee and yeah.
Yeah.
Or toffee.
Yeah.
And then there's
really
I
good.
don't even know what most of this is, but you guys can
put it in the refrigerator.
The one that doesn't work.
Yeah, what refrigerator are you talking about?
The little one. It still
it doesn't work.
It does still work?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go throw these in there and pull them down, and then you guys can divide them and take them home.
It's right next to the microwave, and I check it every morning. It's coolish.
Got it.
I mean, I wouldn't put anything in there you want to keep safe.
My God, this is good.
It is.
Oh,
yeah.
But I will get the podcast posted as soon as possible, and we'll get the videos and pictures all posted with it again as soon as I can. I'm a one-man band when it comes to editing that part and getting it all posted.
It's
so.
a lot of extra work for Katie. We appreciate it.
I also have to go find and track down the person that has all of our photos.
Yes.
And it's over an hour long, I would think.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
it was, I think we cut it at about an hour and 15, and I did start the recording early, as always, to make sure that I get all of our fun little intro stuff going on. So I know I've got a little bit to cut down, but we did pretty good, and it was pretty fun.
We start with Jimmy Santangelo doing a special toast and opening a bottle of champagne to start the show.
I hope you liked that I replaced your champagne with mine, because I wasn't allowed to drink yesterday.
It's Amanda, a.k.a. Prescription for
Thank
Sweets.
you,
That's
thank
it.
you.
Thank you, Amanda. Delicious stuff. Yesterday was so much fun. Love you guys. Thank you. I'm looking forward to the podcast posted, as my wife and I had difficulty hearing upstairs.
Oh.
Still a great show, though. Thank you.
We had like 300 people there.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
And every year we have some sort of technical difficulty. It was pretty smooth this year, but yeah, it is hard to get the same sound everywhere in that room.
Mine and Carrie's biggest issue was actually kind of working this year, which was kind of amazing.
I was amazed at how smoothly it went.
Yeah. So
guess we should have turned it up a little hotter upstairs.
I'm sorry about that. If that ever happens, just come yell over the balcony at us, and I'll make sure to
what?
turn.
I can't hear what you're saying.
Exactly.
So yeah, extremely successful event,
And the chocolate-covered toffee's good, too.
You can eat it all.
Yeah.
Churro toffee, pecan toffee, caramel marshmallow, heart-shaped chocolate-covered caramels, and chocolate truffles.
Got it. Okay.
That's what you've got there.
Beautiful.
So delicious.
Give me those. I'll put them in the fridge.
See, I thought it was the same person who gave us pecan toffee at the road home, but it was a different because the pecan toffee I had at the road home was delicious.
That's right. That's right.
But I can't wait to try this. It's going to be great.
The chocolate one is maybe a little too over the top.
And of course, thanks again to Squatters for hosting us. That's a great room to do that show. Because of the upstairs, we can fit
so
more
nice.
people in, so you can look down and they had the bar open.
Yeah, thanks to Mr. and Mrs. Cement Dave. Georgia loves the soap.
And I'm really happy that somebody kept supplying me with Bloody Marys. I don't know who did it, but
pretty sure it was
Zach.
Nick.
Zach got me one, and then Nick.
I think it was just Nick who just continued to do it. He knew. He knew.
Yeah.
He knew you had a ride.
Although I drove Bill, and as I was dropping him off, he's like, "You were a little disappointed you weren't more drunk."
I'm not even feel drunk.
Because on this day in 2015, Scott Weiland died.
Oh yeah,
48.
That was a long time coming.
Yeah, cardiac arrest on his tour bus in Bloomington, Minnesota. Scott, that's where you decided to.
And he died with no money.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was about to go on stage with his band, the Wildabouts. Yeah. Okay.
Not a good story there.
Nope, not good at all. But anyway, Stone Temple Pilots. There you go. Time now for Boner of the Day. 3 news stories. These are examples of bad, stupid, funny human behavior. You will decide with your vote. Of these 3 candidates, which one is the worst? Which one deserves to be Boner of the Day for today, December 3, 2024? We'll give you 2 candidates now. A third after the news, and once you've heard all 3, then you will vote. One of you lucky random boner voters will receive.
Can't buy it, gotta win it. Radio from Hell Boner t-shirt. Boner candidate number 1. Ladies, this your own damn fault. Toronto, Canada. Toronto police say a man has been charged after allegedly posing as a surgeon and then injecting 4 women with what they believed were Botox, salmon DNA, and Ozempic treatments. Police say they arrested the 29-year-old man from Toronto on Saturday on 7 counts of assault with a weapon, as well as a common nuisance charge. Investigators allege that the man approached 4 women at a dog park in downtown Toronto, where he posed as a surgeon from a local hospital and offered them cosmetic procedures out of his home. Police say the women went to the man's home and received what they believed were injections of salmon DNA, a skin treatment, along with Botox and Ozempic. Toronto police said the man approached 4 women at a dog park where he... they listed that sentence twice in here. Yeah. The women became suspicious of the man's behavior. Not when when he approached them at the dog park.
No, that was fine.
And when they followed him home. After they were at his house, they learned he was not qualified to perform the procedures. Police spokesperson says it's unclear what substance he actually injected into the women. Police say there may be more victims. I'm calling this one, ladies, this your own damn fault.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a boner too, but it's them too for going, wow, we met this guy at a dog park. Let's go to his house and let him inject us with things.
Yeah.
That's boner candidate number 1. Boner candidate number 2. This guy puts his money where his stupid mouth is. A key funder of a shadowy anti-transgender political action committee that attacked Democrat state lawmakers and candidates in the weeks leading up to last month's election is one of the most powerful Republicans in Utah. According to the PAC's first disclosure of contribution filed on Saturday, House Speaker Mike Schultz gave $120,000 to the PAC, according to a campaign finance report. Ads attributed to the PAC were left in mailboxes, sent over text, driven through Salt Lake City streets on mobile billboards declaring that Democrat lawmakers, quote, voted against Utah girls in opposing legislation that curtails transgender Utahns' rights. Until Saturday, more than 3 weeks after the election, the funders of the ads had been completely obscured. Who paid for these ads? Mm-hmm. As the deadline for reporting spending and donations before the general election passed in late October, despite having already extensively advertised against Democratic lawmakers, the PAC said it had raised no money. The only officers listed for the PAC, which says it's based in Wisconsin, are Thomas Datweiler and Timothy Datweiler, renowned treasurers for Republican candidates and campaign committees. Among their clients, Senator Mike Lee, Utah Representative-elect Mike Kennedy, and former Utah House Speaker Greg Hughes.
So
there's some of our favorites.
All a bunch of princes there, boy.
At least one complaint's been filed against the PAC for possible violations of campaign finance laws. A spokesperson for Lieutenant Governor Deidre Henderson, whose office oversees campaign finance reporting in Utah, said they would work to find answers about what happened here. The PAC criticized 13 of 14 Democrats in the House of Representatives, leaving out one lawmaker who lost a primary bid. Attack ads included text that read, Sandra Holland's world is perfectly fine to let men use girls' restrooms and locker rooms.
Oh.
So going after all the Democrats saying they're against girls, the Speaker of the House spent $120,000 lobbying negative campaigning secretly against the Democrats. This is not okay.
No. And as Steph points out, Schultz doesn't need a degree to fail up.
Yeah.
He's just a mediocre white man, so that's all he needs.
So I hope they're looking into this. Boner candidate number 2, putting his money where his stupid mouth is. Coming up in a moment, boner candidate number 3, oink and snort. No.
Boner candidate number 3 coming up after this. Big Boy News and a Pinuendo brought to you by...
This season, celebrate the vibrant, creative community of downtown Salt Lake at Gallivan Center. Experience the magic of Glow, featuring dozens of magical illuminated sculptures, or ice skate with a date or the whole family on the Gallivan Rink. Plan your visit at theblockslc.com. I have a boner follow-up. This was a candidate last week. An arrest has been made in a case involving a defaced petroglyph panel near the Arizona-Utah border last month, the BLM said.
Good.
They confirmed that a woman was arrested in St. George on Saturday in relation to the case. The agency declined to identify the person taken into the custody or the charges that they could face in court, but they said it could be multiple felony counts. A second person visible in the photos has also been identified, but they are still investigating the person's involvement before any charges are filed. Bureau archaeologists consider the trail a very ancient travel corridor with images believed to be 3,000 to 5,000 years old during the pre-agricultural Archaic period. While the sites are federally protected, they're also often vandalized because people think, "Oh, I'm going to put my name on there."
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that. I'm glad they had pictures of these people.
Yes,
and they could find them and charge them. An Indiana man is being hailed as a good Samaritan for finding 2 babies who were kidnapped during a car theft. On Monday, December 2nd, Robert Dean went to collect a package from outside his home in southeast Indianapolis when he spotted 2 baby car seats sitting inside a ditch.
Ugh.
He walked over and discovered 2 baby girls inside the chairs who'd been taken in a stolen car earlier that day.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's currently unknown how long the babies were outside. The weather was as low as 27 degrees.
Oh.
It's cold out there. Do not put your babies... I know how it can happen. It's cold. You're warming the car up. You put the babies in the car, and then you go back to the house to grab something. It's people are trolling around this time of year looking for cars that are sitting there warming up.
Exactly.
This person probably didn't even look to see if there were babies in the car.
No.
They just wanted the car. Penelope Hedgeseth.
Yes.
The mother.
Oh, I'm glad you found this story.
Of Pete Hedgeseth, President-elect Donald Trump's pick for Secretary of Defense.
All right, we've told you about Pete Hedgeseth.
Yeah, this is his mother.
Yeah, don't take our word for it. Take his mother's word
This is
for
his
it.
mother.
Yeah.
Reportedly wrote a scathing email attacking her son's character. Quote, this is mom to son.
Yes.
You are an abuser of women. That's the ugly truth. I have no respect for any man that belittles, lies, cheats, sleeps around, and uses women for his own power and ego, Penelope wrote in a 2018 email, according to the New York Times. Former Fox News contributor faced allegations of sexual assault in 2017. Associated Press reported that a woman told police that Hedgeseth refused to let her leave a California hotel room, took her phone. He was not charged. It was reportedly told the police that the sexual encounter was consensual. Nonetheless, Penelope appeared disappointed in her son. Quote, on behalf of all women, and I know it's many, you've abused in some way, I say get some help, take an honest look at yourself, the email says.
His mother.
Now, when contacted by the New York Times, and I don't know how they got a hold of this email, Penelope said she didn't deny sending the email, but explained that she wrote it in anger when her son was going through a divorce, and that she later emailed him a follow-up apologizing for the comments. Now, the original letter, that's real.
Yeah.
The apology and the follow-up and all that, that's...
We don't know. But still, even in I mean, that's your mother.
Yeah.
Your mother's not going to, in a fit of anger, just... throw something out there.
No, and your mother doesn't write an email like that for one incident.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a pattern of behavior that would cause a mother to say, I've been witnessing how you treat women over a period of time, and it's not okay.
Well, and then there's some more investigating on him in, I think it's the Atlantic, about how he was in charge of a couple of veterans groups, and they kicked him out. Because of, inappropriate activity in the office.
I guess taking people to a strip club?
Taking them to a strip club. Getting so drunk that they had to pull him off the stage at the strip club and load him into the car. And apparently he was fired from that group for that. Joined led another group, led them to financial ruin. And apparently they had to instigate a no alcohol policy.
Because of him.
Because of him.
But he's your pick for Secretary of Defense.
Oh, but Hunter Biden.
He's the best you can get.
I mean, come on. It's just
the best you can get. No, he's loyal to Donald.
He's loyal, and that's why. Yep.
You're going to have to help me out with time, Carrie Jackson.
Give us another story.
Okay. So this is an interesting follow-up to this missing Hawaiian woman.
Oh.
Hana Kobayashi.
Do I need the murder desk?
No. I mean, you can have the murder desk, but this is not a murder.
Oh, okay.
So police have a major update in the case of Hana Kobayashi's disappearance. 6 days after authorities called the Hawaii native's missed flight connection to New York City intentional. So this woman leaves Hawaii, has a layover in L.A., and is supposed to go from L.A. to New York.
Mm-hmm.
Never gets on the plane to go to New York.
Okay.
Now, I said at the time, you might remember, some people use layovers as an opportunity. Like, oh, no, I'm going to New York. Well, maybe you just meant to go to L.A. all along, and we're never planning on getting on the second leg of that flight to go all the way to New York. 6 days after authorities called the Hawaii native's missed flight connection to New York City intentional, Los Angeles Police Department say they've discovered footage of the 30-year-old woman entering Mexico on foot and now are considering Hannah a voluntary missing person. She walked through the tunnel that leads to Mexico. She was by herself, under no direct... So maybe she had planned all along to disappear on her own. Now, the saddest part of all this is her father was so distraught, came from Hawaii, went to L.A. to look for her. He jumped off the parking structure at LAX airport.
That's right.
Now, maybe we find out more about that. I don't know.
Wow.
That is total speculation, but the LAPD is saying she walked away on her own for whatever reason.
Wow. I need the crime desk to keep an eye on this story for me.
I will be keeping an eye on it.
I am fascinated now.
Yeah. There will be a Netflix documentary about it, I'm sure.
Okay. Weather traffic.
Yeah, so, gosh, the air quality is just terrible and going to get worse. I'm looking all the way into the weekend. I felt really smug driving my hybrid car to work. Just thinking I'm not contributing to the problem.
Yeah.
It felt really good to be doing that because the air is just horrible. 45 for a high today, overnight low in the mid-20s. It's going to be that same pattern all week long. You should go to purpleair.com and check the air in your area, especially if you like to exercise outside. It's a good idea to keep an eye on that. Let's see, traffic. Let me refresh this, see if anything new has cropped up in the last little bit. Because that last accident on Banter Highway, I haven't heard anything new on that in the last 45 minutes or so. Perhaps you're in the area and can let us know if that's cleared up yet or not. Crash southbound SR 126. This is Marriott Slaterville in Davis County. Crash eastbound I-80 in Grantsville, milepost 85. And let me check our message stream. Nothing there, but someone's like, is Bill okay? He just has a cold. He's fine. He's just fine. If you want to let us know what you're seeing on the roads, the 33986 is where you do that. Excel Automotive Repair, commuter vehicle repair specialist, Asian and small domestic vehicles, dealership quality service at independent shop rates. 33rd South 290 East. To make an appointment, go to excelautomotiverepair.com.
Owner candidate number 3
is Oink and Snort. No. Josh Brolin has been sharing some stories from his childhood. He just came out with a book, and he's been doing a bunch of interviews about it. During Brolin's appearance on the November 20th episode of the In Depth with Graham Basinger interview series, the actor, 56, recalled the time when his father, James Brolin, once slaughtered and fed the family a pig that Josh had been raising, only to tell Josh while he was eating his own pet midway through the meal. What? So this is a quote from Josh.
James Brolin.
This is a story of me raising pigs, and this is a horrible story, man. Me raising pigs. Their names were Oink and Snort.
James Brolin.
I helped raise these pigs, and we were eating dinner one night, and my dad says, guess what you're eating? And I said, what? And he said, well, it's either Oink or Snort. I don't know which one it is.
The hell?
Josh Brolin says he remains confused why his father, the Golden Globe and Emmy Award-winning actor, chose to feed Josh his own pig. That's what we're eating? Well, why would you tell me that? Like he was purposely trying to hurt me. Boner candidate number 3, oink and snort.
Now,
No.
I grew up on a farm and raised animals that I
Sure.
named.
Sure.
But it was never sprung on me.
Mid-meal?
No, it was...
You know what that is.
It was never sprung on me. I was aware.
Yeah.
And that's when I learned not to name those animals anymore.
That's completely different. Owner candidate number 3.
God. All right. Let's review the first 2 and vote.
Owner candidate number 1. Ladies, this is your own damn fault. These are women that met a guy at a dog park who said, hey, why don't you come back to my house? I'll give you some Botox and some Ozempic. And they did it. He was not authorized to do such a thing.
Obviously.
Boner candidate number 2. This guy puts his money where his stupid mouth is. Oh, this is Mike Schultz. He's head of he's House Speaker. Donated $120,000 to a political action committee for anti-transgender and anti-Democrat advertising. And boner candidate number 3, you just heard it, oink and snort. No.
All right. Time to vote for boner of the day. 1, 2, or 3. Which one is the worst in your opinion? Which one deserves to be boner of the day? 1, 2, or 3. Remember your candidate number, the one that you think should win. Put that single digit in the message of a text. Text that to 33986. It's easy. The computer counts it for us. Or if you'd like to say hello to Katie, you can call the producer's booth, 877-602-9696. Give your live voice vote to Katie. Or go online, x96.com. And let's see, look for the box that says Boner of the Day, Boner Voting, December 3, 2024. Click and vote. If you don't see that box, refresh your browser. It'll appear. Click and vote. Now, keep in mind that as soon as we award the boner, the phone lines will be open, and that's where we need you to participate in the X poll. The question today, what is something that you wish you liked?
It'd be nice if I liked this thing.
Yeah. Could be a trend, could be a movie, could be food. What is something that you wish you liked? It's popular. I kind of wish I liked it, but I don't. All right, so be ready for that. 4 minutes. Let's vote.
986.
All right, 7:50. Oh, time to award Boner of the Day.
And it's brought to you in part by chicken fajitas. I like the chicken fajitas because I can assemble them myself in just the way I like. I don't have to ask for things special. It's like getting a deconstructed taco that I can...
Okay. What about the beef fajitas? Can you assemble those?
Sure. Any kind of fajitas or shrimp, or I'll eat any of those. Right. But I like self-assembly fajitas. And Excel Automotive Repair, computer vehicle repair specialist, Asian and small domestic vehicles, dealership quality service at independent shop rates, located at 33rd South 290 East. To make an appointment, go to excelautomotiverepair.com.
All right.
Boner candidate number 1 was, ladies, it's your own damn fault. These are women that met a guy at a dog park in Canada, and he said, hey, why don't you come over to my house? I've got Ozempic and Botox. I can just shoot you all up with all this stuff. He wasn't a real doctor. But I think part of the boner is these women that said, hey, a guy in a dog park, that's a great idea.
So this guy at the dog park, that's where the sentence should end. You know?
A boner candidate number 2, this guy puts his money where his stupid mouth is. This is a House Speaker, Mike Schultz, giving $120,000 to a PAC that, among other things, was an anti-transgender PAC, but also just an anti-Democrat PAC.
He's a POS.
Yeah. And boner candidate number 3, oink and snort. No.
This is, I tell you, this was tough for me.
This is Josh Brolin, who just wrote his memoir, talking about his dad, James Brolin. When he was a kid, he raised some pigs, as Carrie did when he was. But okay, I'm raising these pigs because we're going to eat them someday.
And Dad would remind me. Yeah. Every time I was getting too friendly with an animal.
Yeah.
He's like,
we're going to eat that.
We're going to eat that pig. We're going to eat that cow. We're going to eat that chicken.
But this poor little kid, in the middle of dinner, Dad said, you know what? I don't know which one that is. That's oink or snort. It's one of them, but that's what you're eating there.
And that one got the least amount of votes.
I don't have the winner here, so what? That got the least amount?
Least amount, 39. Because see, I was back and forth between 2 and 3.
Yeah.
I honestly couldn't decide. Number 1 got 49 votes, but of course, number 2.
Local boner candidate, Mike Schultz.
181 votes.
Boner candidate number 2.
Yep, there you go.
He's your winner.
Come on.
No.
That's your boner of the day for today, December 3, 2024. Now qualified to be boner of the week. And that'll be decided on Friday. All right, let's begin the X poll.
It's brought to you by the State Room Presents, bringing you live music memories. Check out Sixpence None the Richer with Emily Hicks Wednesday, December 4th at the State Room. Get tickets at thestateroompresents.com.
Pretty simple question. What is something that you wish you liked? Everybody else seems to enjoy this. Why don't I? I wish I could. I don't know why, but I can't. It could be anything. It could be music. It could be a movie. It could be a food item or a trend or whatever. What is something that you wish that you could like? Oh, this is a good one. Because I feel the same way, Katie. Bloody Marys.
Because it's a breakfast drink? Is that why?
Oh, it's just everybody seems to enjoy them so much. I can't. I just can't do it. It's the tomato juice. I just can't. I don't like tomato juice. I wish I could. Because I make them for my wife all the time.
It'd be nice if you could enjoy them together.
Exactly. I think she would like it if we could enjoy them together. Bloody Marys is an excellent example of what we're talking about.
This doesn't have to be a food thing. It can.
Yeah.
Because I could do a lot of food things that...
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Here's a text. I wish I liked getting up early to go to the gym.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be
nice if...
I wish I liked going to the gym.
I
agree.
That's one of those things where after the fact I'm glad I did it, but I'm never like, yay, I get to go work out.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a good example of what we're looking for. 877-602-9696. What is something that you wish you liked?
Somebody says, I wish I liked tea. My ultimate goal in life is me to live in England, watch the telly in my little flat, and having friends round for a cup of tea. I wish Ted Lasso wasn't right, but tea really is just hot brown water.
No. You gotta get the right tea. I didn't like tea until I went to England. and had proper tea. And then you realize you've got to seek out the proper tea.
And you can put cream and sugar in it.
That's how you ease into it. All right, that's what I had to do. Cream and sugar in there, just a little bit.
Yeah,
and it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to 877-602-9696. Milo is here.
Hi, Milo. What do you wish you liked?
I wish I liked soda shops, but they're just really nasty with all the syrup on top of the sugar and energy drinks. Like,
yes,
it's not that great.
It's a lot.
Gross.
It's too sweet.
It's too much.
Like if I go to those shops, I'll get a Diet Coke with something in it, so it's not as sweet. But you're right, it's too much.
And even then, it's kind of overwhelming.
Yeah,
you know.
And it's too big. I've never finished one.
Do they have a small at any of these shops?
The small is a large.
The small is a large. I agree with you, Milo. This
Thanks,
is a good
Milo.
one. Thank you. Oh, Milo's gone. I think he fell off of something. Piper is here. Hello, Piper.
Hello.
What's something you wish you liked?
This is a perfect question. I've been saying this for years. As an ex-Mormon, I wish I liked coffee.
Because you can have it now.
This is another one.
I can have it now, and I've tried so many different ways, and I just don't like it.
This is another one, Piper, where you've got to get proper coffee. You know, it's just like tea. You got to get proper coffee. And we suggest Mill Creek, of course.
I'm still open to trying it. I'm still working on trying to like it. And then my other one is bananas. I hate bananas. I wish I loved bananas. They're so pretty.
I've never understood the hate of bananas.
Oh, I don't care for bananas.
I know you don't. I've never understood it.
I'm with you on bananas.
My sister actually said they have seeds in them, and I went, where? Come on.
That's not why I don't like them.
I don't like bananas. Why don't you like bananas?
Thing. It's
I love bananas.
Right. I agree with you on those.
But see, again, Piper, with the coffee, you just got to get proper good coffee, grind it yourself, make it proper.
Give it another try.
A little cream and sugar in there, and you're good. Yeah.
Thanks, Piper.
I'm still open to try it. All right. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you, Piper.
I just got a text from my sister.
What's that?
She says, Lake Powell. I wish I liked...
Yes! I agree with your sister. I wish I liked Lake Powell. I went down there. I've been down there maybe twice.
Yeah.
And I never had a good time.
But it'd be nice if that was an option of things to go do.
Everyone else was having a great time. Me, not so much. All right, now see, this is what we're looking for. This is the X poll. What is something that you wish you liked? All right? 877-602-9696. You can call or you can text in 33986. And Todd Newcomb will be weighing in the next break.
Todd, you just drove here. How was traffic?
I did. I came in from Davis County. It was actually fine. A little icy. Like there's like frosty, icy stuff. It's slicker than you think it is.
Be careful.
On bridges.
We have a crash 20th West, 27th North, and far west. The right lane in both southbound and westbound are blocked. And whatever you're seeing, too, you can text us in with that, 33986.
All right. KXRK Provo, we continue the X poll after these, 877-602-9696. Did you know you could stream radio?
Like Luke in Vineyard texted in saying, I wish I liked fish. I don't like fish. I wish I liked it in Vineyard.
In Vineyard.
Yeah.
Well, it's a big fishing town
Yeah.
right there on the
lake.
lake, you know.
Hi, Todd. Todd's beelined it into work here to help us out with the Expo.
This is a sad glimpse into my real life. I realized that Bill wasn't on the air when I was listening this morning, and I'm like, maybe they need help. So I text you guys, like, yeah, come on in. And I had nothing else better to do. So
we're glad you're here to help with the show and with all the concert announcements that we've got
that's
coming
right.
up.
Yes.
We have a bunch.
We got the big one at 10 o'clock.
But there's a couple other ones, too.
Yeah,
well, the one about the 10 o'clock one, both Carrie and I, we each have one of our just all-time favorite bands, and we're both glowing as if we're in heat.
Yeah.
So
that's coming up.
This is worth hanging out for.
It's the Kilby Block Party. We'll tell you about that at 10.
But right now we're doing the Expo. What is something that you wish you liked?
I wish I liked. Yeah.
877-602-9696. Beer? You wish you liked beer?
I wish I liked beer.
It's the casual, hey, let's grab a beer. Hey,
Yeah.
want a beer? Let's have a beer. I can't stand it. It's disgusting.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I wish I liked it.
'Cause
But
it's just-
my grandfather ruined it for me.
But how did he do that?
Well, it was a hot day, and we were cutting up potatoes to plant them.
Okay.
And he was always a fan of Coors beer. And I was just a kid, and I was like, Grandpa, can I have a sip of your soda? Because it was so hot. And he just kind of chuckled and went, yeah, here you go. And I was expecting Sprite, so I took a big swig.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's not.
Came out my nose, and anytime I have a beer, that sense memory goes back. And
I think that's because my dad did that to me when I was a little kid. My dad used to, it was weird. My dad he used to drink beer when I was younger, and his beers, he either liked the old Milwaukee or the Lucky Lager in a can, either one of them. And he was, having a beer. He was building the garage, having a beer.
That's when you have a beer.
When you're building a garage. And I'm like, can I try that? And he's like, you can have a sip. And
Yeah.
877-602.
Canned beer is the way to lose your appetite for that stuff.
877-602-9696, or you can text us 33986. This is a text. I wish I liked Yellowstone. My girlfriend loves to watch it, but I can't stand it. It's just too much of a soap opera.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Me too.
Right.
I'm with you there. We tried a couple of episodes and I'm like, I don't get the hype.
Micah is here. Hello,
Hi, Micah.
Hello. I grew up very religious, and now that I'm a grown-up, I've tried wine a bajillion times, and I just don't like it. I want to have that famous French restaurant scene where it's like an amazing bottle of wine, and I just can't get down with it.
Again, Micah, let me help you. You get some white grape juice and a Chardonnay, and you half and half it.
Yeah.
You work your
and
way
then you
up.
work your way to less and less grape juice.
That's how it worked for me. And I stay in like the wussy, the white Zinfandel.
The fruity
Yeah.
stuff.
And I'm going to gross you out when I say this, but try this with red Coca-Cola, half and half.
Really?
Oh, it's delicious.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a combination you wouldn't expect, but there you go. And then less and less of the Coca-Cola move into the red. There you go, Micah.
I should just go take a class from Jimmy the wine guy. Maybe he'll teach me something.
We
can
keep
do
telling him he needs to do
He can do that.
starting your drinking class.
All right, thanks, Micah. Let's go to Nate.
Hi,
Hello,
Nate.
Nate.
Hi, how you guys doing today?
All right.
Good. What's the thing you wish you liked?
I wish I liked driving. I have to drive between Layton and Ogden 4 times a day. I just hate it.
I'm not a fan of driving either, really.
Oh, I thought you did like driving.
No.
No?
I mean, my whole point is I need to get there. That's it. And that's why I drive so fastly. Is I just need to get where I'm going. I'm not enjoying driving. Sue loves to drive. She drives to go visit her brother all the time.
We're glad, though, that you're listening to us while driving.
Yes.
I mean, at least we're taking the sting out of it, I hope. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nate. Some more texts. I like that Yellowstone text. That's a good one. Teacher Emily. I like staying in a cabin, but not camping. I wish I liked camping. Oh, here's one for Gina. Totally blind friend of the program. Something I wish I liked is cheese.
I'm glad somebody else said it.
The weird thing about my dislike of cheese is that I am perfectly fine with mozzarella cheese on a pizza as long as the pizza has other toppings.
Yeah, I don't even do that.
Now, when you were talking earlier, Gina, about making your own fajitas,
Yeah.
I was just imagining you, because I know you don't like cheese.
Right.
And I'm just imagining what are your ingredients? Just meat? Is it
No,
just
and then peppers. I like the peppers.
How about onions? Do the onions?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. That's but
Everything but cheese.
Sour cream.
No, not sour.
See,
Nope. So you two think alike. Let's see. I wish I liked Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I've tried multiple times and love other Edgar Wright movies.
Oh.
It is an acquired taste. It really is. Here's one. I wish I liked sports. I'm in that camp, too.
Todd and I like sports.
I like sports.
Everybody has something to talk about when they like sports.
Hey, Gary, how about the Bears? Who's their new
terrible.
coach? Who's their new coach going to be?
Bears are frightening. I wish I enjoyed potatoes.
How do you not like potatoes?
They seem to make everyone else
They
so
make
happy.
me very happy.
That would exclude like fries and tater tots.
Yeah,
Like, how
well,
do
you can have potatoes in so many different ways.
man.
I've never encountered anybody who doesn't like potatoes. You're the first time. Snowboarding and skiing. I hate the snow and do not find a huge mountain covered in snow appealing to play on. Oh, I get it.
That's me. Like I wish, because here we are in this glorious.
I was the same way until I was offered lessons for snowboarding, and then I picked it up and I enjoyed it.
I did I snowboarded once, and it was Jim Facer back at
Yes.
when we were at KJQ. We had that little private party at Snow Basin, and we had a teacher, and and I did okay. But then I had one of these nasty spills and just ate it, and I'm like, I'm gonna break my neck.
Well, there was a snowboard instructor at Snow Basin. Spike was his name, and he offered me lessons, and that was just the best thing. And Snow Basin's a great place because it's not it didn't used to be crowded.
It's a different story now.
Different story now. It used to be the well-kept secret.
Yes.
Now it's been named the best resort in the country, so it's
Exactly. It is.
Nordic Valley, Carrie. That's
Is that where we're going?
Yeah.
You
Okay.
want to go?
All right.
you can walk up the hill there.
I wish I liked seafood. Is a texter. All that butter looks delicious.
It
It
is.
Just have the butter.
It is.
Put butter on your steak. It's fine. You'll like that.
Oh, whenever I'm in Southern California, I go out to Long Beach and go to the crab cooker and get the killer crab claws and just dip it in the butter. Oh, it's delicious. Let's see. I wish I could like sex. Interesting.
You need. I bet you could if you could try some different things. There's something you
Sure.
would like. I bet.
Something I wish I liked was bacon.
I don't
I
understand.
catch
that
so
at
much
all.
crap for not liking bacon.
I do not
someone
understand that. At all.
Usually the smell gets you, and you're like, I need that.
Mm-hmm. Gin is something I wish I was cool enough to enjoy like all those cool people.
It's a specific taste.
It is. Here's the thing about gin. It's just flavored vodka.
Yeah.
All right? Poorly flavored. But let's see. I wish I could enjoy small talk. It feels so awkward and contrived
Does
to me all the
anybody
time.
enjoy small talk?
I
Or
don't
do we
mind
all
it.
do it just...
Well, I mean, I do it for a living.
Well, that's so. We had friends over. We had a Friendsgiving, and it was basically just a whole bunch of that. Like a lot of
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
that some know each other, some don't. And our buddy Nick Davis came over, and he's good at like circulating the room and just
Yeah.
chatting with whomever.
Yeah.
I'm like Carrie. I do this all day long, and then I have nothing to say.
Yeah.
And I'm just I don't want to like hang out.
I don't mind it, but anyway. Lamb and goat cheese.
Yeah. No
My mom
thanks.
tries to hide it in everything, and I can always tell.
Trying to hide it in everything.
You're not hiding.
Don't hide food in other food.
Well, especially lamb and goat cheese. You're not hiding that.
It's
all
not
right?
nice.
Lamb is an acquired taste. Let's see. I wish I liked the taste of fish and coffee. Not necessarily together, of course.
No, that sounds terrible.
That's a plot of Twin Peaks. It was the first episode of Twin Peaks.
That's Marcy Playground's lesser-known follow-up single, "Fish and Coffee."
I put a fish in the percolator. Seriously. Wish I liked beer. Boy, there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
Seafood.
Christmas. I wish I liked Christmas, somebody said.
Mayo. It would make my life easier if I liked it. I can't stand the smell. Interesting. Greek food. Oh, I love Greek food. Queen, the group, not the monarch.
How do you not like Queen? I don't know that I've ever met anybody that doesn't like Queen.
There's a song. There's got to be a Queen song out there
Oh.
that you can relate to.
There is.
Because they've got so many
Different-
forms and things that they
exactly.
do. Dig around their whole catalog, you'll find one.
Exactly. All right. Traffic.
Crash 20th West, 27th North, and Far West. Right lane in both southbound and westbound are blocked. Todd just drove in from Davis County and said there are some little patches of slick spots this morning.
That might be ice that you're seeing.
SR 210 is now open. They were doing avalanche mitigation and test firing. It's been completed, so you can head up the canyon to go ski if that's something you'd like to do today. Crash northbound I-15 146 south, milepost 288. And whatever you're seeing on the roads, you can text us and share it with us. 33986 is where you do that.
All right, a lot of people wanting to participate in the X poll. Katie will put it on all of our social medias, and you can weigh in there. All right? Okay. Beat Gina coming up after these messages and a song. Oh, Gina. Madeline Kahn trivia today.
I love Madeline.
So, Madeline Kahn.
Don't worry if you're listening going, Madeline Kahn. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Matter.
What is the prize for Beat Gina today?
Oh, the prize is, this is one of our concert announcements. X96 welcomes Pierce the Veil Friday, June 20th at Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater, coming with Sleeping with Sirens and Beach Weather. Tickets go on sale this Friday, December 6th. Right, Todd? Did I get that right?
I think so. I didn't know the other. I only knew the first one. I didn't know the other two, the support bands you just mentioned. So that's a pretty good lineup.
That is a good lineup. Maybe we should play some Beach Weather.
Sure, why not?
All right. So we'll have that for you. All you have to do is beat Gina. Well, all you have to do is play the game. 877-602-9696. Madeline Kahn trivia coming up. Stand by for all of that. HasterGames.com. Their location is 6831 South State Street. If you're looking for fun gift ideas for your loved ones, for board games, Magic, Dungeons & Dragons, dice, all of that stuff, it's at Haster. Now, ordinarily, I'd say go to Haster and get those things for the person in your life who is an enthusiast of that.
Sure.
Best get them a gift certificate.
Let them pick out their own thing.
Because they know what they need and what they want. But if you're buying for yourself, by all means, Magic the Gathering Foundations is now in stock. Star Wars Unlimited trading card game Twilight of the Republic is now available. And the sale is continuing. Pokemon gift sets at 20% off. Now, that excludes booster boxes and ETBs. Frosthaven, $149.99. That is $100 off the MSRP. MTG booster box sale, Midnight Hunt, Crimson Vow, New Capenna, and Baldur's Gate draft booster boxes, $94 each. Warhammer 40K Kill Team Hivestorm, $169.99. That's $60 off MSRP. They've got a lot of great deals happening at Haster Games. Go in. I would send you to the website, but I think you need to see what they have on sale there. 6831 South State Street. Haster has it.
The X96 secret. We're moving our desks here at X96 at Broadway Media.
It's a process.
Yeah. And going through all this old crap to, throwing some of it away. And
I hate my new desk, by the way.
Do you?
I don't like it. I don't like where it is.
Yeah, I don't like mine either. Is it?
Well, because our cubicles now have the high
there's
wall. Some privacy.
Now people can't see when I'm sleeping.
These are the low wall where people can just
look right at you.
Don't look at me.
Yeah.
You can see what I'm doing, and I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
But I was going through my desk yesterday, and I found this, and there's a picture of it at x96.com/live. It's my Tandy Leather discount card. I'm a wholesale club member, the Gold Wholesale Club. Tandy Leather. Now,
temporary card.
Yeah, it's only good for 2 days.
I know that. I can't figure out what the hell this is. It says Tandy Leather Company, and I printed my name, Bill at x96.com, and I'm a wholesale club member, good for 2 days. And then on the back of the card, it says, this certifies that the person in possession of this card will receive the benefits of gold membership on May 11th and 12th, 2018.
Do you purchase a lot of things at Tandy Leather?
I don't. First of all, I didn't know that Tandy Leather was still in existence.
It's 2018. Is it still in existence?
I just looked it up. Yeah, okay. There's a store at on State Street, 1107 South State Street. It's, if you think about it, you've seen it, you pass it, but I thought it was closed. And then there's another one in Salt Lake, there's one in Riverdale and one in Orem. And so I'm searching my mind. Why did I go into a Tandy Leather store?
Were you making a wallet?
Well, I looked. I don't have any moccasins. I don't have a wallet that I made. I'm
and
just
you kept this for some reason. Oh, they're having a 50% off sale this weekend for St. Patrick's Day.
Are they now?
And you know, Tandy Leather, it's an interesting kind of story. Established in 1919, and they were leather crafting. That's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And you could make. And I remember people making moccasins and belts and wallets, and things with Tandy Leather.
Because
kit.
in junior high, we had shop class, and that was one of the things you could do was the leather kits, and there was usually a knife sheath.
Yeah,
a hunting knife sheath.
I remember that.
I made my dad one with his name on it.
So there is that, and also you should remember Tandy Leather, Radio Shack was. I think they're having some trouble, and Tandy Leather bought up Radio Shack and merged with Radio Shack, and for a long so I was hoping maybe this was for the Battery Club at Radio Shack.
Nope.
But then I found another card, and I was in the Battery Club.
That's a different
too.
card,
Yeah.
Because when I think electronics, I think also leather goods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did think the Tandy Leather had gone out, and they did for a while apparently. And they just became a wholesale mail order business. But then somebody took it over and says, "No, we're going to open up those shops again." And they opened, and now
I'm surprised they're able to keep going.
And didn't Tandy also make computers or calculators?
I don't
I'm
know.
not sure.
I've got their web page or their Wikipedia page here.
At one time?
No, I think it was. They did merge with Radio Shack for a while. I don't think so.
You can get a moccasin kit for $42.49.
Does that come with beadwork?
No, that's extra.
Tandy computers were a thing. It's probably just not the same company. Oh, Radio Shack sold Tandy computers.
Oh, the Tandy Corporation. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
okay.
they did.
So, yeah. Because I remember I had a calculator that said Tandy on it. And I always laughed because I went to the leather company, made my calculator.
But it's just weird that I hung on to this. Why do I have this still? And but I think I know what I did. I think I bought something to make something out of leather for my son. I think for Christmas.
That sounds right.
I think that must be what it was.
Did you make him a utility belt? I'm looking at all the kits you can buy.
Or I got maybe it was that because I don't make stuff very well.
A hatchet sheath?
Maybe I got him some stuff to make something for his mother. Maybe that was it. 2018 was a long time ago.
Speaking of moving offices, my work just moved us 1/2 mile away, and we have to walk our lab samples between buildings.
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
On top of that, we now have the short walls as well. It makes me feel like someone is waiting for me to be off task.
Not to have a meeting on the air.
Oh, okay.
But
let's do.
Those other cubicles we used to be in, over on the other side,
they are dedicated.
They're all empty.
They won't be for long.
But someone was saying maybe they're not coming there.
You know, Mexican radio's coming there. Spanish radio.
Why can't they take the short cubicles?
Don't
we have seniority? Don't we have seniority? We have seniority. Why don't we get to pick? Right?
Gina, we have never been the masters of our own fate. The captains of our souls. We have never been. We work for the man, and we do what the man tells us.
Well, we don't diva it very often.
That's true. We don't play the divas very often.
No, I don't. We almost always are team
Bill,
players.
you've been talking about homesteading.
Oh,
maybe we should homestead.
I think we homestead.
The office cubicle homestead challenge.
I think we just move in there and wait for someone to tell us we have to
tell us you
leave.
got to go.
I think.
And then we point to our new desk and say, "You're over there."
Yeah, there's a desk.
I think you would be in trouble because it would require someone moving a computer for you
I
over
haven't
there.
used a computer at my desk in 4 years.
Gina, that's because you don't work here.
It's true. That's funny, you fighting for a desk.
I mean, really.
I need a place to
If anybody
keep my
needs a
stuff.
desk, it's Katie.
Yes. Oh, yeah, by the way, Katie got kicked out of her desk.
Altogether.
Yeah.
There is no desk.
The producer's booth is her office.
Maybe
now.
we could make her a desk out of leather.
But at least you have a door. I'll give you that. I don't. Yeah.
Have privacy.
I've
You
always
have privacy in there.
I've always wanted a door. I don't. Yeah.
You know, there are empty floors in this building. You
Yes,
remember
there are.
a couple of buildings ago, because we've done this a long time for lots of different people, they had a building over by the temple where we had an entire floor to ourselves.
Yeah. Well, the top floor was studios and the other people. And then we were down on the third floor. And we had our own huge office to ourselves.
Sofas.
Yes.
All that kind of stuff.
A door we could close.
I think we need to go to Fort Worth, Texas. The Tandy Leather Corporation headquarters has a museum in the lobby of leathercraft.
You want to do our show from the Tandy Leather Museum?
Yes. Leather art and historic pieces of leather art. I'm going to make Katie a desk out of leather. I'm going to go to the Tandy store today. No, they've got a desk kit. I was just looking. It's $400.
Lineup again?
So it's Pierce the Veil with Sleeping with Sirens and Beach Weather. They're all coming together. That's a great lineup.
That's a good lineup.
Friday, June 20th at Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater. Tickets for that show go on sale Friday, but we're about to have somebody win them before you can buy them.
Well, then let's play. It's me, Gina. I'm Carriola. No, I can't do that. Yeah, we'll just get right to the game. It's brought to you by the wonderful tickets that you're about to win.
Yes.
And let's see, the randomizer is picking. Looks like Brian is going to be our contestant. Brian, are you there?
I sure am.
All right, Brian, we're going to toss a coin to see who goes first. It will give you the advantage in the game. If you go first, you call it heads or tails.
Let's do heads.
All right, see what you got. Boom. It is heads.
Oh, you're one step closer to winning these Pierce the Veil, Sleeping with Sirens, and Beach Weather tickets.
All right. So if you win the game, you get those tickets. But if Gina beats you, what are you prepared to do in her name?
$50 donation to the road home.
Ah, perfect. Yeah, we'll be taking your donations on x96.com. There'll be a link. I think there's a link there now, isn't there, for donations? The matches aren't up yet, but you can donate now.
Sure.
And it will be matched when the match arrives.
When it starts.
Be ready to do that, Brian. I'm just saying, just in case.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough for you, Brian, even though you're going first. It's Madeline Kahn trivia, and Gina loves Madeline Kahn.
I do.
All right.
I have no idea.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
She was in Young Frankenstein, right? Okay. So, Madeline Kahn trivia. First question for Brian. You get a chance to answer this on your own. It's multiple choice. That makes it easier. And if you get it correct, you get the point. If not, I'll allow Gina to answer that question correctly, stealing your point away, Brian. We'll go back and forth till one of you gets 3 points. Todd, if you would keep track of the points, please.
I will do that.
All right. Madeline Kahn trivia. Let's begin. Here we go. Her last appearance was on a talk show when, having terminal cancer and with no small degree of irony, what song did she sing? She knew she was dying.
Yeah.
What song did she sing on this talk show? Was it 1, the Feel Like I'm Fixin' to Die rag? 2, Drop Kick Me Jesus Through the Goalpost of Life? Was it 3, Bye Bye Love, I Feel Like I Could Die? Or 4, I'm So Tired from Blazing Saddles? Brian?
Let's do 3.
I'm too good.
You're too good.
I'm too good.
She probably sang from Blazing Saddles.
She did, saying
Yes.
I'm So Tired from
Yeah.
Blazing Saddles. I threw Bye Bye Love in there because all that jazz, the lead
Yeah.
singer knows he's dying and
Yeah.
he sings it into the bear. All right. Gina.
Yes.
She originally wanted to be a teacher and held a degree for what?
Oh, okay.
Oh, some Madeline Kahn trivia
I
that
don't
Gina
know.
doesn't know. Is it 1, fermentation sciences? Is it 2, speech therapy? 3, amusement park engineering?
Yeah.
Or 4, bagpiping?
Well, it must be speech therapy.
Therapy. Speech therapy. All right. Brian, what last name was Madeline born with?
Oh, it's not Kahn. I
It's
don't
not
know this
Kahn.
one either.
What was her last name? Is it 1, Wolfson, 2, Burns, 3, Kirk, or 4, Picard?
Let's do 2.
Burns, I again tricked you because she played a character named Eunice Burns. And
Is it Wolfson?
It is Wolfson.
Oh, Gina Barberia's got 3 points.
Wow,
That's
already.
That was so
That was
easy.
quick.
That was fast.
You know what? It was so easy. That wasn't fair, Brian. I would feel guilty if.
I mean, good for me because I have so many leftover questions that I don't need to write any today. So,
Brian, you're going to get these tickets even though I beat you. You're going to go see Pierce the Veil with Sleeping with Sirens and Beach Weather Friday, June 20th at Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater. For everybody else, tickets go on sale Friday.
all right, hang on the line. We'll tell you how to get those tickets. All right.
What was there a sitcom in the 80s that she, I remember my mom used to like to watch that.
It's Madeline.
Oh, yeah.
Part of my research yesterday. All right. Big boy news and opinioendo now, brought to you by...
Would you like to gain strength, balance, flexibility, and confidence with training from United Studios of Self-Defense? You can and you will. To receive 1 week free martial arts lessons, go to ussdutah.com. Speaking of martial arts, Tool frontman and jiu-jitsu black belt Maynard James Keenan has announced a new film about the martial art entitled The Great In-Between, An Introduction to Jiu-Jitsu. Wouldn't you like to learn jiu-jitsu
from Maynard?
From Maynard. The man doesn't take a day off. Like he's in like 3 bands. He's apparently now doing this, and he runs a winery.
Yeah, he's got a vineyard.
Like what?
They stopped carrying his red, though, in the liquor stores here, though, which is sad.
The film begins streaming December 13th and is billed as a 90-minute class that offers hands-on seminar tailored for beginners to the jiu-jitsu curious, according to Keenan's press release.
Jiu-jitsu curious.
Shot in the Verde Valley Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Academy in Arizona, the film sees Keenan and his fellow black belts guiding viewers through the essential development of stabilizing muscles, building a foundation for success, confidence building. I see that's all, and I actually start my classes tonight at the ussdutah.com studio.
Oh, that's right.
I'm going to be a martial arts person.
Cool.
I'm taking a self-defense class. I have a follow-up, a crime desk follow-up.
Oh, all right.
A Florida woman was sentenced on Monday to life in prison for zipping her boyfriend into a suitcase and leaving him to die of suffocation amid a history of domestic and alcohol abuse. Circuit Court judge imposed the sentence on Sarah Boone, 47 years old, for the 2020 killing of her 42-year-old boyfriend. The jury deliberated only 90 minutes. I'm surprised it took them that long. Todd, this story, I don't know if you've heard it. She and her boyfriend were playing hide and seek.
Okay.
And she said, "Why don't you crawl into that suitcase and I'll zip it up and we'll see if you can get out." which he did. She was filming it, so we have all of this on her phone.
Wow.
And he's in there going, "Okay, I can't breathe. Can you let me out?" And she's laughing like this was not a joke. And she said she thought he was kidding and she was going to leave him all night to figure it out. And she went to bed and left him in the suitcase. And he died in there. Now, they offered her a plea deal of a 15-year prison sentence, and she's like, no, I didn't do anything wrong. I want this to go to the jury. Well, she's getting life in prison now. She should have taken the 15-year plea deal. That would have been...
That's a new phobia now for me to
be...
Don't zip me in a suitcase.
Todd, just don't get in the suitcase and you'll be okay.
That makes sense. It's not going to just happen on its own. I can just not do it.
A woman fled from police on train tracks after being pulled off a flight at Salt Lake City's International Airport for allegedly yelling at passengers on board the plane. Trinity Nicole Lee, 24 years old, was originally escorted off her Delta flight Sunday and then continued to cause a disturbance inside the airport before fleeing on foot down the train tracks. Due to Lee being on the tracks, police were forced to stop any train traffic so they could continue their pursuit. Once officers caught up with her, they were arresting, and she yelled at those who were trying to take her into custody. She also pulled her arms and went rigid. She did that stiff thing that kids do. During a search of Lee's belongings, officers found several credit cards, ID cards, Social Security cards belonging to someone else. When police contacted the woman on the ID cards, she said her wallet had been stolen from a beach in San Francisco 2 weeks ago. So if she had just not yelled at passengers, if she had just kept quiet, no one would have ever known that she had stolen all this ID and stuff.
Just don't misbehave. The airports and airplanes, they don't have a lot of tolerance.
No, they do not mess around. No.
Speaking of crime, Winona Judd's daughter, Grace Kelly, her name's Grace Kelly.
Grace Kelly Judd?
Has been arrested for the third time this year.
Wow.
Kelly, 28 years old, was arrested in Virginia and faces 7 charges, including 3 counts of felony grand larceny. She was also charged with driving without a license, destruction of property with intent, failure to use headlights, setting in motion a vehicle with intent to commit a crime. The daughter of Judd, who's 60 years old, was arrested after stealing a church van, which the Ground Zero Church of the Nazarene also confirmed on a GoFundMe page.
Well, if you're going to steal a car.
On the fundraising page, which has raised about $2,500 for a new van out of its $30,000 goal, the church's pastor said, "Our church van was stolen by Winona Judd's daughter. She is currently in police custody. The van was damaged during the theft and is being inspected. It's a total loss." So she went on a joyride in the church van. Apparently, her daughter has had lots of problems for a long time.
She's just a problem. Huh?
She's just a mess. She was been arrested for indecent exposure.
Wow.
Yeah, on a highway.
This is a wild.
She's.
Based on that story, if you're looking for your band name, if you're a local band looking for a band name, I suggest Church Van Joyride.
Church Van Joyride. Yep. That is a good band name. 3 more Utah ski resorts will start their lifts up this week. Sundance will open Wednesday, while Nordic Valley, that's Carrie's favorite place to go snowboarding.
I've never been to Nordic Valley.
It's lovely.
And Powder Mountain. Nordic Valley was where I used to take Festus when he was little, because you can stand at the bottom of the chairlift and watch him go all the way to the top and get off, because it's not...
It's almost like snowboarding in your backyard.
I know Snow Basin has been discovered now, but it's still my favorite.
Powder Mountain will follow on Friday and Saturday, respectively. Beaver Mountain, Cherry Peak, and Eagle Point are all still waiting to open. Let's see. How much time do I have, Carrie Jack?
One more story.
Okay. The holidays are here, and apparently Gen Zers are extra decking the halls. They are all in on over-the-top decorations.
Well, it's because all that stuff you can buy at Home Depot, right?
Yeah, like the huge, giant blow-up on the lawn things.
Really?
Yeah, but it's not like the tasteful, understated stuff. It's over-the-top, crazy stuff.
I've never gone in for the over-the-top stuff. Unless I'm at Disneyland and they do it for me.
Yeah, I like a Christmas tree in the house that has, the good crazy light show. Like I'm all about that. My wife not so much, so we fight about that. But I like that much of it. But I don't like the big giant lawn stuff, the inflatable huge snow globes and.
Yep.
You're not feeling the spirit.
Santas. I blame Home Depot for all of this. Sports, weather, traffic.
Sports.
Well, sports at least, anyway.
Sports. Looks like the Utah Hockey Club didn't win last night.
No.
And Post Malone was there, so they must be extra embarrassed.
Yeah.
Post Malone, Utah resident. Best Utahn.
Yeah. Are we going to get him to?
We do. We need to have the peaceful transfer of power from Bill Allred to Post Malone.
Yes.
For best Utahn. I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Gina, Denver won Monday Night Football last night.
Yes, they did.
I don't know. This is how I wanted to watch Monday Night Football, and we don't have cable anymore, and so we have a million apps and the stuff. And I swear to God, we have the Disney app. That's what it's on. I spent an hour trying to figure out how to make ESPN happen on my TV last night.
It's confusing.
I don't even.
It's the Disney Hulu bundle.
Yeah, see, and we have that. I think.
See, the sports doesn't come through on my Disney, but it does come through on my Hulu.
See, and I looked on both of them.
Sports is funny.
Yeah,
sports is the reason why I haven't cut the cord yet. Honestly.
Well, and I get it because I'm just all night. I'm like, I have money. Take it, ESPN. I want to give you my money, but log into here now. Get a phone and go to here, here, and here. Now, what's your password? And then we have to remember which of my wife's emails that's on. And
if I like sports, I could just turn on my TV, and there it is.
Can I come over to your house for Monday Night Football, Carrie?
No. Let's see. Weather, traffic.
Oh, the air quality is terrible and getting terribler, if that's a word. It's terrible. And no change in sight. Maybe a slight chance of a storm coming through this weekend. High of 45. That's pretty consistent all week long. Overnight lows in the 20s. That's kind of what the inversion does. It just kind of keeps things exactly how they are. It doesn't mix it up very much. Let's see. Traffic. Let me refresh this. See if we got anything new happening out on the roads. No, that's an old one. They've reopened the canyons. They were doing up the Cottonwoods. They were doing some avalanche practice, so they weren't really worried about avalanches. They were just practicing up there. They are now open. And whatever you're seeing on the roads, you can text us and let us know, and I'll pass it along. 33986. Clark Planetarium proudly presents Laser Trans-Siberian Orchestra, a holiday music journey, November going on now through December 31st. Don't miss this breathtaking laser light spectacle in the Hanson Dome Theater. Get tickets at clarkplanetarium.org.
All right, we'll take a short break and be back with the Donut Critic. Oh, Bill is regretting being sick today. Donut Critic.
Last time I filled in on a Tuesday, the Donut Critic couldn't make it because there was a terrible accident.
I think he's here. So.
I lucked out.
All right, so stand by.
I was just looking in our chat room here, and who did this? Oh, it's Ivy. This place, the Killer Cereal, Serial Killers,
Serial Killers,
Serial Killers Kitchen. Where is it?
Fourth and Fourth.
This looks just incredible. Yeah. These people should advertise with us.
They should.
They should have Kerry Jackson be their spokesperson.
They should.
He is a cereal expert.
It's at the local market and bar. There are all kinds of. But all these cereal and ice cream combinations.
Mm-hmm.
I
the
think
best combinations.
I think I really need to go there. Oh, there's all kinds of cereal stuff.
Yeah.
Why haven't I been to this place?
I never thought of you as a cereal lover, Bill.
I'm not.
You're a very basic cereal person.
I'm not a cereal lover when it's just cereal. But when you're starting to mix it into stuff.
Oh, with ice cream.
Sure. Yeah.
That's the greatest thing.
Yeah, I don't generally just sit down and eat a bowl of cereal. That's not my thing. But.
See, I'll do that if my husband's out of town or not home for dinner. I'll have a bowl of cereal for dinner. Sure.
But you mix it up in ice cream, and they got shakes there as well.
Oh, this looks really good.
Stuff in my cereal, or in my ice cream. Ice cream in my. You got ice cream in my cereal.
By the way, Kerry Jackson has ice cream belonging to me in his freezer.
That doesn't sound right. That does not sound right.
There are several flavors. We just got to figure out how to get it to you. because we ordered the Pop-Tart ice cream. And
cinnamon brown sugar
Pop-Tart, Jetty's ice cream. It's the most expensive, and I got to be honest with you, that Pop-Tart ice cream is damn near perfect.
Well, you don't.
It really is.
You know, you can, Gina. You can just from this serial killers.
Mm-hmm.
You can just order the stuff and they'll bring it to your house. You don't have to go to Carrie's.
Oh,
they'll bring it to your house?
Apparently.
The other
I don't know how you travel ice cream like that.
Let me see.
The other flavor that we did from Jenny's, everything bagel.
This I don't get.
I know it doesn't sound right, but it's delicious. So you get it's cream cheese flavored ice cream with the everything bagel sprinkles mixed throughout it. That's delicious. But then what we did was we went and got a bagel, buttered it up, real butter, toasted it, and while it was hot, plopped the ice cream on top of it.
Like made an ice cream sandwich, kind of.
It just, with open face. And that was delicious.
That sounds perfect.
It was delicious.
I may have spoken too soon. Maybe you can just order online and go pick it up. I'm not sure.
I just think ice cream's
No, it says, they will deliver it.
Oh.
You know, there's this stuff called dry ice. I don't know if you're
Well,
familiar
I know,
with it.
but
you've ordered ice cream through the mail from across the country, right?
Yes, I do it all the time.
Yeah.
Also, there's the candy bar ice cream, which is Take 5 candy bar.
Which I love.
But they don't call it Take 5 because I don't know if they had the rights to do it.
But
they call it High Five is what it's called.
It's pretzel and peanut butter
Pretzel and peanut and chocolate and all of that stuff.
A cereal milkshake.
I'm hungry.
I need to keep my eye open for the monster cereals. They should be arriving very soon because we're coming up on monster cereal season.
It's not till fall, is
How
it?
soon before Halloween do they come out?
Usually a couple of months before. But they got the new flavor, the new monster cereal.
Oh, what is it?
Carmella Creeper.
That sounds good.
And it's caramel apple flavor.
That sounds good.
All right. Is this a sponsored feature?
Sponsored by.
Oh,
I ate the whole thing.
You did, didn't you?
I didn't even save a bite.
Oh, it's good.
All right. The Donut Critic.
Ben is here, and we had a challenge last week, and you have risen to the challenge.
Yeah, so you guys said take the Best of Utah list and go through it.
City Weekly. Yeah.
The City Weekly. And decide which one is like a correct list. And I kind of went the opposite approach. I was like, which ones don't I agree with?
Okay.
And the one that I saw that I didn't agree with was the cinnamon roll list.
They had a best cinnamon roll on their list.
Yes. So their number 1 was Dough Lady.
Dough Lady.
Number 2 was Straw Market.
Okay.
And number 3 was Village Baker.
All right.
So I agree with one on that list, and that's Dough Lady. So at least they got number 1 right.
Okay.
Where's Dough Lady? Where's that?
So she started in her kitchen in COVID, has been in commercial kitchen for the last couple of years, and is now in Mill Creek.
Mill Creek.
Yes. So she just barely opened probably about a month ago. So I'll bring those in.
She has a location called Dough Lady in Mill
Dough
Creek.
Lady.
Okay,
yep.
great.
Yeah, those are really delicious. She dumps a thing of cream on it before baking, so they're super gooey and delicious. I will bring them in because I do love them, and they are on my top 3 list.
Okay.
But there's a lot on that list that I don't agree with.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about Village Baker. So that's what I brought in for you today.
I mean, I like
This is it's a good cinnamon roll. It is.
I judge a cinnamon roll mostly by its frosting, and that's good stuff.
Okay, that is the highlight of that roll is
Okay.
the frosting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would say 100% their frosting, what they do on their cakes, what they do on their other desserts, really delicious. So yes, what you're tasting on that frosting is going to be their highlight.
Okay.
However, it's really hard on these lists because you're getting people that are regional. So I think a lot of this is going to be like a really Salt Lake based list. It's going to be people that maybe aren't searching out like I am and other foodies, like trying to get the actual best list. It's something that they get in their neighborhood or their parents got, and so they always get. And
That's true. Yeah.
So a lot of times you're getting these voters that are not as experienced in cinnamon rolls across the board.
You're actually going around and trying, and not just staying in Salt Lake. You go south, you go north.
Yeah, there's that billboard as you go by Parowan, and it says the best cinnamon rolls in the West. You know what? I had to stop. And I will say they weren't the best cinnamon rolls in the West, but it was a fun little play, and I'm glad a town is trying to get people in there.
Yeah.
But anyway, so this Village Baker, yeah. So I think if you go in and you get their carrot cake, you get their Rice Krispies, they're a great bakery. But to be on the top 3 list, like that's really tough to put in there. And so,
I mean, I like those pretty good stuff. Now, I haven't had any of the other ones, so I'll trust your judgment. But
So what are the other ones?
So let's talk about some of the characteristics that I think make a good cinnamon roll. I think for sure we talked about the frosting. It's got to be a good frosting. Some people like icing, some people like cream cheese frosting, and that is a dividing line for a lot of people.
It's subjective, yeah.
I can go both ways, and I like it both ways. Yeah, as long as it's really quality, I do like it both ways. This one is a cream cheese, and most of them on the list are cream cheese. But there has to be a lot of cinnamon, and I feel like that was the downfall on this one.
That is right.
Yeah, they're not a ton of cinnamon.
That you are correct. I've seen there is more cinnamon in other cinnamon rolls.
And I don't understand why people don't put more cinnamon in it, because everyone loves more cinnamon.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I never go, there's way too much cinnamon.
I'm just glad there's not raisins in it because,
Yeah, I'm with you,
like
Todd.
raisins.
I don't care for the raisins.
Gina and I, we speak the same language.
I
think Ben and I disagree with you.
Yes, I love raisins in them.
I like raisins,
but there has to be a number of good swirls, and so a lot of times they just do like one swirl. This one actually had a decent amount of swirls, and that allows for some gooey or some soft centers. It also is amazing when there's a lot of cinnamon and a lot of swirls because then it kind of like falls apart, and that's kind of what you're wanting to see.
Yeah.
And then on the bottom, when there is a lot of cinnamon sugar, it caramelizes sometimes.
You want that.
Yeah, so it's that additional texture, it's additional flavor, and it just makes the roll a lot better.
This one's not a mess, though. Like, it's delicious, but not gooey, messy, like you need to take a bath after you eat it.
That's true.
And one of the things I like a roll that you can have cold, not just one that's warmed up. Because some rolls, you have to have them warmed to make them edible or good.
Yeah.
And that is just a quality that I think some have. So the rolls that I really do like, we talked about Dough Lady. I think hers are really good. And then downtown Eva's Bakery.
Okay.
It's really, really good. It's almost like not necessarily like a croissant, but it's got like a shell that's like a little bit crispy.
Okay.
It's got that caramelized bottom and a lot of cinnamon.
No, I've heard about Eva's. Yeah.
Yeah. And if I'm remembering correctly, there's a little bit of nuttiness to it too. So there's like some built in to the filling. And then we've talked about Thirst. I brought in Thirst stuff. Their cinnamon rolls, when they do them, they don't do them often right now, are really good for the same thing, caramelized bottom and really good frostings. So
now I just want to try all of these. I want
Exactly. That's why you got to follow Ben on Instagram.
So what you're saying is, don't get the Pillsbury tube that you slam on the counter.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
Listen, when you're drunk, when you're drunk or high.
When
boy,
I
that's
show
perfect.
up for breakfast at somebody's house and we have those pulled out, it's like, oh man.
But they have their charm because they're warm. They're fresh and warm.
That's what I'm saying.
The bonus.
Yeah.
I mean, and that you can get away with it.
You hide it with the warmth for sure.
Hide it with the warmth.
Gene, if you're going to do that, at least do Rhodes Bacon Serve.
Oh,
Yeah, the Rhodes ones are better.
If you're going to do that.
How do you feel about Rhodes Bacon Serve?
Actually, I use Rhodes Bake and Serve for a lot of different things. So like scones or fry bread, like they're perfect. You use it like that, and I think it's really delicious. So
You're right, though. This does not have much cinnamon now that I look at it.
Yeah.
Now I'm mad I wasted my time. With
But
this.
Gina, that was a cream cheese frosting.
Well, I know. I knew someone was going to point that out.
And you ate it.
I ate it.
yeah. There we
Good
go.
that was,
So
Gina.
this is a breakthrough. This is actually a breakthrough.
But overall, when you're looking for things, I think you need to just take these as points on the map, or as I call it, food triangulation. So you take these lists and then you pair it with foodies or other people that are recommending stuff, and then Google and Yelp, and kind of make that triangulation on where you're going to find a really good cinnamon roll. When you're relying too much on these lists, then you're going to be let down.
Mm-hmm.
So
unless it's best morning radio show.
Well,
Then it's completely accurate.
you know who makes, point this out, just, who makes the best damn cinnamon rolls, though? My wife.
Oh,
like from scratch?
She does. No, straight from scratch.
Yeah.
There's she built the dough, the whole thing, and she does what you say. They just gooey, caramelized.
Yes.
Good
See,
stuff.
now that's got me thinking about my mom's jelly roll that she used to make.
A jelly roll?
I haven't had a jelly roll in ages.
Okay. Now I need to go get something else to eat. It's making me hungry.
I always learn from you, Donut Critic.
Yes.
Not just places to go, but what to look for.
Exactly.
And stuff that
Yeah, so if you go on Donut Critic on Instagram right now, I put it on my story so you can see the characteristics. I also have a question box, so if you want to put in a cinnamon roll that you think I need to go and try, I will respond to that. So,
You're always looking for suggestions.
Yes.
There's always new places cropping up, and
yeah, I'm not one that's just going to be like spitting out thinking I have all the answers, because there's things that pop up all the time that are new, and I want to go out and try them. And yeah, I'm willing to.
sometimes it's even like an old place, but they've hired a new chef or something.
That's all it takes.
There's a revamp.
Yeah. And, of course, our attorney, Ed Brass, is convinced that you weigh 285
No,
pounds.
Ben's tiny.
I was going to point that out. He
he's
walked
not.
in. I'm like,
Well,
how is this guy?
I spent 2 hours on the elliptical yesterday just to pay for some stuff that I like yesterday morning. So
Exactly. There you go.
So you should follow the Donut Critic.
So they want one more time.
Oh, okay.
Cinnamon rolls in order.
that I love.
That you love.
Okay,
yeah.
so I love the Dough Lady.
Dough Lady.
And then I love Eva's Bakery downtown. And then I love Thirst when they are able to do them. And then if you're going to go for like a fourth, Reds in West Jordan, she does like a take and bake. So,
All right.
yeah.
That would be hot and fresh. I like that.
Sounds good
Yep.
to me. Thank you. Donut Critic on Instagram. Thank you, Ben. All right. Traffic, Gina, please.
Crash southbound I-15 200 north, SR 273. It's off to the right shoulder. And just a reminder that those earlier closures in the Cottonwood Canyons, they were testing their avalanche mitigation systems, and they finished with that, and they are open now. You can head up to ski or to work or whatever you're waiting to go do up the canyons. Let's see. Hastur Games for board games, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, miniatures, dice, paints, and more. Hastur Games, 6831 South State, or HasturGames.com.
All right. Now, coming up in 1 hour, we're going to give you a list of the Kilby Block Party. Yeah, we have to wait till 10. I don't understand that whole thing, but we have to wait till 10. But we will tell you, and it's huge.
It's very impressive.
It is. 3 days, man. 3 days.
Four.
Oh, man. I miscounted.
Yeah, that fourth one. The fourth one is the one that you and I are excited about.
That's right.
But right now, we have another concert announcement.
We can do this now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to do it now or as we're coming back?
I was going to play the song from the band. We could do it now because we got the Boner recap game coming up.
And here's the prize you're going to be calling in for. That's why I wanted to mention it. So if you can tell us who won the Boner today, call us 877-602-9696. The prize, X96 welcomes the Used May 3rd, May 5th, and May 6th. 3 dates.
3 dates.
It's like a residency.
It is, a mini residency.
At the Union Event Center. Tickets for the show go on sale Friday at 10 a.m. with Ticketmaster.com. But you can win them before you can buy them right now.
All you have to do is play the Boner recap game to get those used tickets. 877-602-9696. Just tell us who won the Boner this morning. It's easy. If you were listening, it's really easy. If you weren't listening, you could guess, but why guess when you could cheat? Go to x96.com. and take a look there. Just click on the box that says Boners December 3, 2024. It'll say winner next to the winner. You get those used tickets. KXRK Provo.
I have
You got a,
one of those.
one of them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think the word you're looking for is the list.
It's Radio from Hell with another list, because people love a good list. X96.
This is a list of famous people who allegedly have had the most bed partners.
What do you mean allegedly?
Well, can you prove it? I mean,
I take their word for it.
apparently Gene Simmons can prove it. He said that his now wife, Shannon Tweed, said she would only marry him if he burned all 4,800 Polaroid photos of the women he had previously slept with.
Documented it.
Oh, okay.
Documented.
Mm-hmm. Because it was important.
Mm-hmm. Lamar Odom, basketball player.
Yeah.
He said, I've been obsessed with sex for as long as I can remember. I've had sex with about 2,000 women, adding, it wasn't a big deal. Often I would pay them. He was a frequent attendee of the...
Oh, he went to the... He almost died at the bunny ranch there. Yeah.
That's right.
Not just men on this list.
What about Will Chamberlain, though? Is he on it?
Just let me do the list.
Oh, okay.
Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh,
really?
Mm-hmm.
Well...
She said her role as Stifler's mom in American Pie.
Oh, well, yeah, that would...
That's right, I heard her say this, yeah.
Made her attractive, or re-attractive maybe, to, she said, like 200 different people she slept with, she said, because of that.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Nicholson's a little fuzzy on the numbers.
Yeah.
He's reportedly claimed to have had sex with at least 2,000 women.
Yeah, but he had sex with Laura Flynn Boyle, so that negates it all.
Oh.
Here's kind of a surprising one. John Oates.
As in Daryl Hall-Land?
Yeah. He says he's lost track of how many women he slept with during the height of the 70s and 80s. He said, I'm sure it must be the thousands. He said, if you weren't a rock star during that time, there's no way you can comprehend what it was like.
Yeah.
Charlie Sheen.
Oh, yeah.
Who has AIDS, by the way. But
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
2.5 Men star reportedly claimed he had slept with 5,000 women, but he said it's hard to keep track because sometimes they were threesomes. So is that like an encounter or a? Do you count the people or the event?
No, you count the people. You count the people.
Now this one I don't get. Tom Jones, who's been married to the same woman who he adores apparently.
Yeah.
Since he was 16, his one true love, he
Yeah.
says. But he slept with 300 women. And
He's on the road a lot, and they throw their panties on stage.
They have an agreement?
He's just been touring, and his hip is so bad he sits down through the entire show. He says I can't really walk.
But what you go to Tom Jones for the shimmying and there's no shimmying?
No, you go to Tom Jones because he has an incredible voice.
The greatest Tom Jones moment, I still maintain, is the very last shot of Mars Attacks.
You just watched this.
We just watched it recently, and it's the very last shot of Mars Attacks when most of the humans have been destroyed and the Martians are dead, and it's up to Tom Jones to repopulate the Earth, and he's standing up on a mountain, and they start playing his song, and he starts singing. He holds his arm out, and a bald eagle lands on his arm as he's singing. It's not unusual.
Here's your Wilt Chamberlain, Bill. In his memoir, he says, that's correct. I've slept with 20,000 different ladies.
He'd have to be doing it like every minute of every day.
He said, at my age, it equals out to about 1.5 women a day, every day, since I was 15 years old.
1.5.
1.5 a day.
Mick Jagger estimates about 4,000 women, saying it's probably a low estimate. It's also interesting to note that he was afraid he had a sex addiction, so he went to a sex therapist who he ended up having an affair with because he's Mick Jagger.
Well, yeah. Hi, Mick.
Yes, I wasn't told about my sex addiction.
You here for therapy, Mick?
I was wondering if you could help me.
Sure. Just lay down on the couch,
Well,
Mick.
I don't think this is what I meant by, oh, well.
No, I'll help you because you won't want to have anybody else after me. Where are you going?
This one I'm surprised by. Ric Flair.
Nature boy?
Retired professional wrestler says he slept with 10,000 women. Although that all ended when he met his lovely wife, Wendy. But really? 10,000?
I just can't fathom. Although maybe I have. I don't know.
Janice Dickinson?
From,
She's a supermodel?
Yeah, from Price is Right.
No.
No, she was.
No.
Was she one of the models?
She was on a reality show.
No, she's the world's first supermodel, they call her.
she's
1,000 men, she claims. Dennis Rodman?
Yeah.
2,000 women?
Yeah.
He's like about 500 of them were gold diggers. There's no gold there with Dennis
No,
Rodman.
he's broke.
No.
He's been begging for money.
Adam West.
Yes. I didn't need any rubber muscles on my suit. It's all pure West.
He claimed he had sex every night with up to 8 different women.
Every night.
There's a book now that Robin wrote, that Burt Ward wrote, and he corroborates all this.
Really?
Because he was also in on all that. At the height of the Batman, that was the biggest thing in the country.
Really?
At the time. For
Holy prophylactic Batman.
Like a good 2-3 years, it was the biggest thing on the planet at the time.
Russell Brand?
He's a cult leader now.
Yeah. Oh, he's
What?
He's gotten really weird.
He started a
really
cult.
Weird.
Yeah.
He claims about 1,000 women. That's probably. Hugh Hefner says, "How could I possibly know?" That was his answer to that question.
Well.
This one I'm shocked by, and you probably
You're
don't
not shocked by the others?
You probably don't know this guy's name. I mean, you guys do, but Mick Hucknall.
Oh, he's Simply Red.
The lead singer of Simply
Not
Red.
an attractive
Not
person.
really,
Not
no.
really.
He said his fame in the 80s brought a huge wave of bed partners. He said, I would sleep with about 3 women a day, every day during this time. I never said no, probably ended up being about 3,000 women. But if I'm saying his name and you don't know who he is, look up a picture of Mick Hucknall and you'll be like,
Or look
really?
up Simply Red.
Yeah. Fidel Castro.
Well,
Castro?
Former president of Cuba allegedly slept with 2 women a day, one after lunch and one after dinner.
Wow.
Different women.
Sort of an aperitif.
Every day. Thousands of women?
I don't, it seems to me that it'd be almost impossible that.
I mean,
It's a great song.
I love this song.
He's got a great voice.
Thinking of the fear I had.
But he ain't attractive.
Simon Cowell reportedly claims to have slept with 2,000 women, including 2 per night during his peak years.
And one of them was always awful.
You were
And if you took all of these women and laid them back to back, they would reach the moon.
Rod Stewart,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course.
who also says, I couldn't possibly tell you
How many?
how many.
All right.
Finally, this.
That would be my answer.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Of course.
Thousands.
Because he's Leo.
1,000.
Easily.
We hope you'd enjoyed another list with Radio from Hell on X96.
I don't see how you keep count. I mean,
You have an assistant.
I don't. It's like
You have a diary.
I guess
Dear
little
diary.
tick marks.
The Used.
Yes, John in Santaquin was enjoying that very much. He said, when are they coming to town? Well, John.
They're not coming to Santaquin.
No. They are coming to the Union Event Center for 3 days of shows.
Wow.
May 3rd, May 5th, May 6th, Tickets go on sale this Friday, but someone's going to win them before they can buy them right now.
Wow. 3 days.
I remember when they were just kids playing like at the big ass show, and they got me in trouble because Burt McCracken threw one of the monitors off the stage and broke it. And the concert
Who's going to
promoter,
pay for that?
That's going to cost me $1,000 damn dollars.
Damn kids. They're throwing the equipment around. I got to pay for that's my children's college fund. Boner recap game. Paul is on the phone. Paul, are you there? Hi, Paul. Let's do the boner recap, and then you tell us who won, Paul. You'll get those tickets to see the Used.
Have you ever seen the Used before, Paul?
Yes, I have.
And when and where?
A big ass show many years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
2013.
Wow.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Those were the days.
Indeed. All right, give us the boners, and then you tell us who won, Paul.
Boner candidate number 1 was, ladies, it's your own damn fault. These are 3 women. They went to a dog park in Canada, and they ran into this guy there who said, hey, ladies, why don't you come back to my place? I've got Ozempic and Botox, and I'm a real doctor, honest I am. Shot him full of who knows what, and I blame them for thinking it's a good idea to go home with a guy at the dog park. Boner candidate number 2, this guy puts his money where his stupid mouth is. This is Utah Speaker of the House Mike Schultz, who donated $120,000 to a PAC. That's goal was to be anti-trans and also to lobby against the Democrats, mostly women of color Democrats who were running for office here in the state of Utah. $120,000. And boner candidate number 3, Oink and Snort. No. This is Josh Brolin, who wrote his memoir, which I kind of want to read because he's just a train wreck. But you start to understand why he's a train wreck because this story is about his dad, Josh Brolin.
James Brolin.
Or, I'm sorry, James Brolin.
This is what's shocking to me, is that James Brolin is this way.
So Josh, when he was little, he was raising some pigs, and he named them Oink and Snort. And which, as Carrie mentioned, he was raised on a farm and often would eat animals that you raised there.
But it was known from the beginning.
Yeah.
Don't name the pig. We're going to eat the pig.
Don't get too emotionally attached.
Don't get attached. Exactly.
Well, James Brolin thought it was a good idea. Mid-meal, they're all sitting around eating dinner, and he says, you know what you're eating there. I'm not sure if it's Oink or Snort. One of those. That's
that bacon is one of your beloved pets.
That's so terrible. Those were the candidates. Paul, which one was the winner?
Number 2.
You are correct. Utah House Speaker Mike Schultz.
A real dirtbag. All right.
Well, guess what? You're going to go see the Used. I'm not sure, Todd, which day these tickets are for, but one of those dates.
Yeah, we'll let you know. But yeah, May 3rd, 5th, and 6th at the Union Event Center.
All right.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank
All
you.
right,
Hang
Paul.
on the line. Katie will get some information.
Hang on. We'll get that. All right.
My friend, when we were in like 6th grade in Hooper, they had a pig, and his name was Boss Hog. And like we knew Boss Hog's fate. We knew that we were going to eat it, and so it still was kind of creepy because like we had a sleepover and the bacon was like Boss Hog. We knew it like all wherever, but it was just kind of like
feels a little weird.
If I think about this too much, I'm just going to be vegan, so I'm not going to.
Yeah. No, I mean, Dad from the get-go said, I'm going to name him, and he goes, hold on.
No.
Don't name him anything, all right, because we're going to eat him.
You're going to play with him after school. He's my little piggy friend.
And then all you have to do is be chased by a cow to go, yeah, we're going to eat you.
Okay.
Right?
By the way, we're going to eat you.
Yeah. Try to gather the eggs and you get your hand pecked by chickens. Yeah, we're going to eat you. Anyway. Yes. Thank you. We're going to eat you. All right, 9:13. We're going to take a break. We'll be back after these messages with some big boy news and opinioendo. And also, don't forget, tomorrow we're broadcasting live from the Hey, Doug Smith.
Doug Smith Chevrolet. This is in Spanish Fork, 1341 North Main Street in Spanish Fork.
Down in Carrie's old stomping grounds.
It has been a while. All right, so from 6 to 10 is where we'll be there. But if that doesn't work for you, and if that location doesn't work for you, don't worry about it. You can take your physical donations for the road home to any Rocky Mountain Chevy dealer along the Wasatch Front. There's bound to be one near you, and they're open a lot.
Well, and they will, and they load up their big fancy Chevy trucks and bring them in the convoy down to the road home.
So
bring all your donations in.
Take your physical donations to any Rocky Mountain Chevy dealer if you can't make it to see us tomorrow in Spanish Fork. All right, we will take a break. We'll be back after these news. Missed a morsel of murder from
Hell.
All right, 9:21, and it is time for some big boy news and opinioendo, brought to you by
Poplar Street Pub is the place for hockey. Every NHL game will be televised, featuring daily drink and food specials like their animal-style sliders. Poplar Street Pub, within close proximity to the Delta Center. Information at poplarstreetpub.com. Well, if this radio thing doesn't work out, I have an idea for another job for us.
Oh, really? Because I need to know these things.
Yes.
Hollywood icon Shirley MacLaine is on the lookout for a new personal assistant who can fulfill a very specific requirement.
It's going to be weird.
Enjoy a cocktail with her every evening.
Oh, I can do that, Shirley.
Yeah, that's.
The 90-year-old actress.
You don't even need to pay Carrie.
Hell, I'll just show up.
Says she would like whoever lands a job will need to be able to discuss her movies and career while they sip cocktails.
I can do that.
I
can do that.
That is what she wants. And she's serious about that. She's given her pals who are helping her find somebody a short list of requirements for the job. 5 p.m. is when she would like to do this every night.
Excellent. I can live in L.A.
Yeah. And apparently, she's promised to be very generous when it comes to pay.
All right.
Again, a bonus.
Rap legend Snoop Dogg made headlines this year when it was revealed he had a full-time blunt roller who he pays $50,000 a year.
You can do that too, Carrie.
That's sadly a skill I don't have. I'm not good at that. Katie'd have to teach me.
Mariah Carey is reported to have demanded a staircase assistant. Someone who will make sure she doesn't trip.
I kind of need that. Like, I get that. That makes sense to me.
A staircase assistant. That's all she had to do.
Was just help
up and down stairs. Mariah's a little top heavy.
Well, yes.
So she, Lady Gaga allegedly had an assistant who was a friend of hers. Her name was Jennifer O'Neill. She had to be on call 24/7 to do whatever she needed, including sleep with her when she was scared. I'm scared. Will you...
Is it like cuddling? Or...
Yeah, no, I think it's just cuddling. I think it's just, I'm scared. I don't want to sleep alone. Can you come sleep with me?
All right, Lady Gaga.
Yeah. Here's a sad story. Stephen King.
Oh, yeah, I read this morning. Yeah.
Todd, this is sad because you like Stephen King like
Stephen
I
King.
do.
Yeah.
Did you know that he owns radio stations?
Yeah, he had like 3 or 4 of them in Bangor, Maine.
The renowned author and lifelong rocker who used to perform with the Rock Bottom Remainders, a rock band that featured literary icons, said on Monday that at age 77, it's time to say goodbye to the 3 Bangor, Maine radio stations that have been bleeding money.
They do that.
King kept the stations afloat for decades, and he said he and his wife are proud to have kept them going for so long. While radio across the country has been overtaken by giant corporate broadcasting groups, not us here, by the way, he says, I've loved being a local independent owner all these years. I've loved the people who have gone to these stations every day, entertained folks, kept the equipment running, given local advertisers a way to connect with their customers. Stephen, why don't you keep it going?
Oh, just sell another screenplay. It'd be fine. What's he going to, like, sell them or what?
I think he's selling
He's selling them.
Well, he shut one down.
Really?
And I think he's selling all 3 of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
We should buy them.
King's foray into radio began at age 36 with his 1983 purchase of a radio station that was branded WZON in deference to his book, The Dead Zone. The station went through a few permutations before closing and then being reacquired by King in 1990. The Zone Corporation's current lineup consists of Stephen King's rock and roll radio station, among others. I'm sad about that.
He can afford to keep those things on the air forever if he wanted to.
You would think.
Just sell another screenplay.
Speaking of Snoop Dogg and all his money,
Snoop
Dogg is sparing no expense when it comes to planning his only daughter's wedding. In fact, he's revealed his most over-the-top gift he's ever given his youngest child, Corey, in honor of her upcoming nuptials. And she had a stroke earlier this year. She's had a rough go of it, but she seems to be doing well now and is getting married. And Daddy Snoop says, honey, for you, $1 million wedding. $1 million.
Well, I mean, I'm sure just for his appearance at the Olympics, he got at least that.
So we shouldn't be that excited about that?
My wedding was in a cultural hall.
That doesn't cost anything,
No,
does it?
it was free, and my wife's dad worked at the Smith's warehouse in Layton, so we had sheet cake that we got real cheap from. It was great. It was fine.
It was just fun. It took. That wedding took.
Hey, we're still married. It's good.
It doesn't have to be $1 million for it to. In fact, probably less likely to take if it's $1 million.
My wife's wedding dress was $70.
Was it really?
Mm-hmm. And she looked great in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else do we have here?
Someone from Bangor, Maine, checking in saying it's a sad day, but it's hard to get employees up here.
That's true.
That might have something to do with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just real quick here, as someone has reminded me.
Oh, you've ruined it already, Carrie.
Yeah, someone's reminded me.
Oh, Katie's not happy. It's Whamageddon.
It's my duty every year. I have to.
Do you know Whamageddon, Todd?
I don't.
Oh.
You try to avoid
hearing that. Yeah, okay.
hearing
Yeah.
Wham's Last Christmas.
You just ruined it for all of us.
And so here we are. What is it today? The 3rd?
It's barely into December.
Yeah, I'm just doing. Now you don't have to worry about
It's
it.
over. Yeah.
You don't have to worry about
We've ripped the Band-Aid off.
The stress is gone. All right. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Is that all the news you have?
Yeah,
for us?
yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll take a break. Oh, weather? You have any weather?
Yeah, I do have weather. Unfortunately,
it's icky outside.
It's icky and going to get progressively ickier because it doesn't look like there's any chance of a storm coming to mix up this air. Maybe Saturday, but even that is not a for sure thing. So air quality getting worse.
Do we pray for one? Is that how that works?
Sure. Yeah.
Pray to get the crap out of the air.
Pray for crap to be gone. I'm sure the legislature will take care of it.
Oh, I'm
They're
sure
on
they
it.
will. They're on it.
But when we had the inversion, it keeps things exactly the same, meaning like every day our high is like 45 and overnight lows in the mid to upper 20s every day.
And if you take a deep breath outside, you'll actually gag.
Mark Miller Subaru is giving back through the Share the Love and Pause for Planet. They support charities, protect animals, improve our planet. Join Mark Miller in making a difference.
X96.
All right. You say you have a list.
I do, and it's sponsored.
Okay.
It's time for holiday shopping. That means stopping by Cabin Fever since 1982. Cabin Fever, located in the historic heart of Trolley Square. Cabin Fever, so much more than a card store.
Thank you.
It's Radio from Hell with another list, because people love a good list. X96.
I stumbled across this list this morning. It's 10 old school Christmas traditions that are no longer practiced. But do we need to revive them, maybe?
Okay. Now, when you say old school, what are we talking? Well, give me the
let's
list.
get into the list.
That's what I'm curious about.
Yule logs. Crackling fireplaces, common themes in Christmas imagery. Symbolism of roaring fire traces back to the Yule log ritual, which originated from a pagan practice. See, you should love it, Carrie. It's
If it's pagan, I'm there.
Winter solstice in late December is the longest night of the year for many ancient societies. Darkness and an uncertain future plagued the time of the year, so they celebrated Yule to pray for the sun's return. The burning of the Yule log comes from the Scandinavian tradition, intended to banish darkness and evil and bring good fortune. Families would burn the Yule log in the fireplace for days or even weeks. But we all have, like, gas fireplaces.
You just flip a switch and it comes on.
Well, and it's funny because there was for a long time, there was a TV channels that would, for 24/7,
play the fire,
have the Yule log. It was just the video of a Yule log, and they would play Christmas music. Now, the one that I like is the Darth Vader Yule log. See, it's just the end scene of Return of the Jedi, where Luke burns his body, and then after that, it just loops.
Oh, well, there,
with the sound of the crackling fire.
That's festive. I like that.
Yeah, see, so there you go. And it'll just go. Oh yeah, here's someone else. Every year we put up the Darth Vader Yule log on TV at Christmas. Yeah, it's on YouTube. Just look up Vader Yule log and it's there.
Oh, I like the internet.
But see, you get that nice sound.
That is lovely. Yeah, I'm soothing. Yeah.
It's cozy.
It
I
is,
like it.
isn't it? Yeah. Endor.
I do
feel
prefer
the
the
warmth.
crackle and pop of a real fire.
Yes, I do too. Anyway, Yule log. All right.
Ghost stories.
Well, I mean, Christmas Carol is a ghost story.
Long before The Nightmare Before Christmas combined the spooky with the sentimental for popular entertainment, people bonded around eerie stories at Christmas time. Katie, this is for you.
Yeah.
Leave the damn Halloween decorations up. Let's blend the two.
This custom is not just a way to build togetherness over a crackling fire, but a connection to legends associated with Christmas. Puritan settlers disapproved of any Christmas traditions based on the supernatural or extravagant, spooky elements from Christmas customs past. Although A Christmas Carol, which is what Carrie was saying, was an immediate bestseller in the United States, it is mainly remembered as sentimental rather than a spooky story. But it is it's ghost.
I understand that if you read the book that it's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to have Rob Zombie do an adaptation that's more true to the book that really puts the spooky into it.
Or Muppet Christmas Carol.
Here's one I've never heard.
Rob Zombie's Muppet Christmas Carol. That's what we need. Anyway, sorry.
Hiding a pickle in the Christmas tree.
What?
You point like you know what this is.
We do this.
What do you mean you do
What?
this?
Not an actual pickle. It's an ornament that looks like a pickle.
People can't seem to agree where the mysterious Christmas pickle tradition originates. The practice is simple. The first person who finds the pickle ornament on the tree gets to open the first gift.
Okay.
And
That's kinda fun.
because it's green, it blends in.
So it's
hard to find.
What if your tree is flocked?
Then it would stand
Kind
out.
of ruins it.
Yeah. Ours is a fake tree.
As legend goes, an imprisoned Union soldier begging for a pickle from prison, the soldier survived and began hanging a pickle on the Christmas tree to remember the benevolent guard who got him a pickle on Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have a little, it's like that big little pickle ornament.
Oh, we all need a Christmas pickle.
Christmas pickle. It's the legend of, it's Rob Zombie's Christmas pickle. With Muppets.
Creepy Christmas cards.
Creepy. Oh, I know the ones you're talking about. I follow a Twitter account that has these.
That shows, Holiday cards usually contain a modicum of cheer and well wishes, but this was not true during the Victorian era. At the time, cards showing Santa kidnapping children or snowmen with murder on their mind were run-of-the-mill Christmas fare.
I kind of like this.
In 19th century, the iconography. Thank you. That's where I was trying to get. Of Christmas had not been fully developed as it is now. The idea of Christmas celebrations didn't take till the mid 1800s, and a Christmas card was first commissioned only in 1843. As exchanging cards grew more popular, Victorians sought designs to kickstart conversations, and they thought, Santa kidnapping kids was
I like that. If you're naughty, you're not going to get presents, but Santa's going to come and steal you.
Well, it's that whole Krampus thing.
Yeah. Sugar plums. You associate that with... Have you ever had a sugar plum?
I believe I have. I've had roasted chestnuts in England at Christmas time.
How was that?
It was all right. Not
Nothing to be excited
It
about?
was not great.
But candy used to not really be a thing, but you'd have sugared plums, and that was as sweet as it got. I don't think we need to bring that back.
No, we're fine.
We also don't need to bring this back. Placing actual candles on a Christmas tree.
No, that's a bad idea.
Get you some LED Christmas lights that don't get hot.
Now, Todd, Jimmy Johns in the chat room has found some of these creepy Christmas cards.
Yeah?
You should take a look at them.
Christmas goose.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's your official, you have turkey for Thanksgiving. You have
You
a
there,
Christmas,
boy.
Yeah. The goose hanging in the window.
The finest goose that you can. Yeah.
The Lord of Misrule. I've never heard of this before. In medieval Europe, Christmas was a time to take part in mischief and misbehavior and even a little anarchy. The tradition originates from the Roman holiday Saturnalia in mid-December. It's a holiday honoring the agricultural god Saturn, and the Romans celebrated not only by drinking and feasting and gambling, but by relaxing the social norms that govern their lives. Dress codes became more lax, gifts were exchanged, social order was temporarily upended. People who were enslaved were even invited to parties. Oh, you come to the party. I mean, you'll be slaved next Monday, but you can come. The growth of Christianity in Europe brought new ways to express this spirit in the context of medieval church. So that's kind of where the partying part of it.
These Krampus cards are eerie. I like them.
Mm-hmm.
In the court of Henry VIII, a servant or minor official was crowned the Lord of Misrule and presided over anarchy, insults, pranks, and general mischief for Christmas festivities.
Ooh, I like that.
General mischief.
Let's bring that back.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, well, thank you.
We hope you'd enjoyed another list with Radio from Hell on X96.
Now I'm going to go and study up on these old traditional Krampus.
Oh yeah, some of the
cards and that whole thing, that whole lore.
Yeah, some of the ancient Christmas traditions are frightening. I mean, kidnapping kids.
This is just wrong. I like it.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
It's wrong. I like it.
Well, there's one that's in the chat room on x96.com. The snowman. He just looks.
Oh yeah,
just sinister. I'm just like, I have nightmares about this.
I'm a benevolent snowman though.
Oh, and Christmas Pickle is a good band name. You can.
Christmas
a good
Pickle.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, Christmas Pickle.
And the used. All right. Well, we will take a break, play a song for you, and then coming up at 10 o'clock, we're going to give you the list of the Kilby Block Party, 4 days.
In case you haven't already heard.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be official.
You have to wait until 10.
It'll be official.
It'll be official. All right, but we'll tell you all about it, and we'll play some stuff for you coming up at 10 o'clock, so stand by for that. Have another drink with Jimmy the Wine Guy, brought to you by...
I'm reading this off of my
I've
phone.
got it.
Okay.
The trifecta of Valentine's Day wines.
Yes.
Mathieu Sauvignon Blanc and 19 Crimes Snoop Dogg Cali Red and Martha's Chardonnay. Get yours today.
Love it all.
Feel better, have another drink and feel all right. If you feel down,
Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the impresario of the Wine Academy of Utah, Jimmy Santangelo. Please go to the wineacademyofutah.com for all kinds of wonderful information and notifications about the seminars and classes and events that Jimmy does.
A lot of great events.
Yeah. And so let's get into it. We got lots of wine to drink this morning.
Giddy up, because we got a bunch. We have 3 wines. You know, this is your trio of wines that you can get for Valentine's Day, whether it's this weekend or next week. All week long, these 3 wines are going to meet any of your dining pairing needs. We have a Sauvignon Blanc by Matua out of New Zealand, followed by the 2 styles of the 19 Crimes out of Australia. We've got Martha's Chardonnay, which, Carrie, I know you've had before.
I buy it all the time.
You buy this one all the time. And then Snoop Dogg Red Blend. And I love these labels. These labels are great, and these bottles are fantastic.
That one looks like trouble.
What's cool about the Snoop Dogg one is that I think there are different corks.
Oh,
because
you're right.
the art on the corks is a different face of Snoop.
That's right.
And they're different with every cork.
And then different rhymes.
We'll get to that. We'll start with the Matua Sauvignon Blanc.
Let's start drinking, damn it.
This is the Matua Sauvignon Blanc. Oh, by the way, all of these are very affordable.
Yes.
Yeah. They're all widely available, particularly the Matua, widely available in the state stores. People have been asking me, Jimmy, when you make recommendations on wines, tell us where you can get them. This one, you can get it anywhere at the Matua. The Matua Sauvignon Blanc is a grape varietal, white grape out of New Zealand, Marlborough specifically. And I didn't know this. This was the first producers, Matua was the first producers of Sauvignon Blanc in 1974 in New Zealand, producing it. I thought it was Cloudy Bay, and before that, Spy Valley, things of that nature. So it was really interesting. But the Matua, a lot of great, crisp, citrusy, a lot of lime, bell pepper, good acid. It's a great way to start. A lot of people...
Crisp.
Very crisp. A lot of people might want to start with a bottle of bubbly. You can totally do that. This is in its place because bubbly, you got to drink, you open it, you got to finish it kind of a thing, where the Matua, it's going to last a day or two for you. Some people don't drink all the wine when they open it.
Now, let's go to, and here's my glass.
You got it.
This is 19 Crimes wine, an Australian wine. 19 Crimes turned convicts into colonists. Upon conviction, British rogues guilty of at least one of the 19 crimes were sentenced to live in Australia rather than death. This punishment by transportation began in 1787, and many of the lawless died at sea. For the rough-hewn prisoners who made it to shore, a new world awaited. As pioneers in another frontier penal colony, they forged a new country, new lives, brick by brick. This wine celebrates the rules they broke and the culture they built.
And it's got Martha's face on the label.
Yeah, to boot.
After all that fancy stuff.
It's a lot of Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart. Yeah.
This is my wine.
This is Chardonnay, sourced from throughout California. Well, this is what's going on here. This is what I can tell on my palate. The tasting notes, the tech notes aren't as revealing. So you got some really nice citrus fruit. I got a lot of almost like a lime, grapefruit kind of a peel thing going on. But then a lot of orchard fruit. You got apple. You got pear.
Wow.
But this is, I love this wine. It's got a lot of bursting with acidity. It's going to cut through any fatty foods. Maybe a cream pasta you're going to do. Maybe you're going to do a little ravioli with a little sauce. It's going to cut right through it. Maybe you're going to do a pork chop or chicken. It's going to cut right through that. But then it's got this nice little bit of sweet oak going on in there. And I think it's a stave, but
This is very different than the first one.
Yeah.
It's kind of, it's a sweeter, a little sweeter.
A little richer, a little bigger on the palate, where the Sauvignon Blanc's light-bodied, citrusy Sauvignon Blanc. This is a more of a medium-bodied, also citrus, orchard fruit, creamy style Chardonnay.
And it's trying to be buttery, too. Just trying.
It is trying to be buttery, just a hint.
And, Martha Stewart being on the label is perfect because Martha committed a crime and did time in prison for it.
She knows how to make wine.
That's why, conversely, Snoop is on the label of the Cabernet.
Yeah, and this red blend, and this wine, these next 2 wines, the Martha's Chard and Snoop's Cali Red Blend, yes, are available in the state stores. I'm finding them available at Store 41. A lot of people ask me which one that is. That's the one over by Costco on 300 West and 16 South. Also, Murray Holiday has these, and then Sugar House stores, but they're available, and you can go to the website, the DABS website, and they have a locator app there too, so you can find it close to you.
I feel like that when I take a sip of the Snoop Dogg wine, it's going to be one of those moments where you take a sip and go, "Woo! Yeah!"
Has this got any herb in it? If you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Bill,
this
of course,
is 420 friendly.
It has hints.
So this is Petite Syrah. You got other blended reds. These are grape varietals that are very ripe on the vine, meaning when they grow on the vine, they just got a ton of impact to sugar in there. So when we convert that, you're making a full-bodied.
That didn't work for me.
Just went down the wrong pipe.
Listen, my first alcohol experience was with Zima, so I'm not at all sophisticated.
Well, we got to get you there. We got to school you.
This is
why Jimmy's here.
very nice.
It's a really great red. It really is.
Rich.
I've always said with the red wines, I like the ones that I know that it came from fruit. You know, I don't.
Right.
Like when you get to the big Cabernet Cabernet
Those
Sauvignon.
chewy ones. Yeah.
Those I can't get the fruit out of them. You know.
Yeah.
My wife loves those.
This is like plum.
So those are the
more,
tannins. Yeah, this is fruit, and this has a bit. Admittedly, it's too chilled. It was in my car overnight, so it has too much of a chill.
Yeah.
So even those as few drying tannins as this wine has, it would be even less had it not been at this temperature. See, the chill's bringing out that dryness. Whereas if this was at room temperature, at a proper temperature, the fruitiness, and it's still bombing with fruit. The alcohol level, it's only 13.5. So
really?
that's right in there. I would have suspected it being a little bit more. We can check the, that's showing about 13.5. On the palate, though, it is just baked black and blue fruit, bursting with plum.
This is one of my wife's favorites. She loves it.
What I like about these two 19 crimes, and Sauvignon Blanc's my wife's go-to varietal, particularly Matua. If I come home and she sees Matua on the kitchen counter and some goat's cheese, she'll be like, "What'd you do?" It's like, "Man, get out of jail."
So let's there's Matua Sauvignon Blanc, 19 Crimes Martha's Chardonnay, and 19 Crimes Snoop Dogg Cali Red Blend. All of these are very affordable
and very available.
Yeah.
Very available. $14.99 for either of the 19 Crimes, and then what is it? $11.99 for.
It says 12.
$12.99.
$12.99 for the.
Excuse me,
Matua.
$12.99 for the Matua. That's right. Yep. And
They're
rarely
all
available.
delicious. They're all just terrific.
Fun wines. This is a fun lineup, and I think it'll meet anybody. If you're going over to a friend's house, bring one of these or all three.
Oh, yeah.
It's really going to pair with whatever you have lined up for food. Whether it's just snicky snacks or you're making a total dinner, it's going to work out.
Jimmy, quickly, what's coming up? Wine Academy of Utah classes.
Next week, we've got a sold-out show at the Tracy Aviary. Make sure you buy tickets for the following month. We also have a Ken Garf at the Rice Eccles Stadium. That's a members only, but contact me. I can get you in. We're doing a whiskey tasting focusing on single American malt.
Nice. Go to wineacademyofutah.com. You can find those schedules and information about all of these wines. Thank you, Jimmy Santangelo.
Thanks,
You're the
guys.
best, Jimmy.
Have a great weekend. Thank you.
you. Oh, here. Let me have that guitar. Give that to me. Oh, I'm sorry. I dropped it.
Carrie, let the professionals.
The clumsy roadie. The guitar tech dropped it. Yeah. God, I miss when songs just would breathe like that. There was no the music now. I'm going to get on my old man porch for a second. You damn kids. Well, like everything now, it's like 3 minutes and out. Just, bye. Yeah. And that one, those 90s grunge songs, they just flow. They breathe. They live. They're produced in a way the song just can evolve. And anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why they're so good.
Indeed. KXRK Provo. All right. Let's do the promo.
Okay.
And then we'll remind everybody about the Road to the Road Home.
Okay.
And then at 10 o'clock, when you hear the timpani,
okay,
that's when we'll start the announcements.
We'll talk about
And you may
thing.
think I already know. No, you don't know.
You don't know.
You might know, but you don't know. No.
This is the worst kept secret. But
Always.
There's a bunch of stuff you don't know.
Yeah.
So stick around. 10 o'clock for the Kilby Block Party announcement. All right. Let's do the promo.
Oh, crap. Do I have lines in this?
No, you don't.
Okay, good.
Don't worry about it. On Tuesday's Radio from Hell show,
we're broadcasting live from Doug Smith Chevrolet in Spanish Fork for the Road to the Road Home.
But we will still help you with your things that must go, so send them over. radiofromhell@x96.com.
Bring your donations and join us for Wednesday's Radio from Hell show in Spanish Fork on X96.
Lovely.
Now, of course, those are physical donations you can take to any Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers. You can find a complete list of those at x96.com at your convenience and when they're open, which is, they're usually open 12 hours a day.
Yeah, they load up the Chevy trucks at each dealership, and then they will have the convoy, and they will deliver all those stuff down. And it's usually fun. I think last year, did they come in on your show? I forget what time of day.
Well, I know tomorrow we're in Spanish Fork. Then the 11th, we're at the Murray Rocky Mountain Chevy dealer. I can't remember the name of that one. It's one we've been to before, though.
Here, I'll grab it real quick.
That's on the 11th. And then on the 18th, we're headed up north to Ogden.
I love it when you're in Ogden.
The Murray one will be at Larry H. Miller Chevrolet in Murray, 55th South State Street in Murray. And then the Ogden one, John Watson Chevrolet, 3535 Wall Avenue in Ogden.
Friend of the program, Nicole, works up there. And then, of course, the 19th and the 20th is the big radiothon.
Big all-day broadcast. You'll be there all day. Artie Fufkin will be there all day.
I was going to ask you if Artie will be
there. Yeah, we're gonna see how that goes.
It'll be fine.
He's great.
Jed's Barbershop survived, so...
I don't know if you heard it. He was asking them if they would trim his nose hairs when he was broadcasting there, so...
Oh, jeez.
They would do waxing at Jed's?
No. They're like, no, we don't.
No.
And then Artie suggested, no, get some wire cutters and you can just cut my nose hairs.
And get some wire cutters. All right.
We can't take him anywhere, that Artie Fufkin.
It's true.
But I adore him to the ends of the earth.
Did I say Tuesday on the promo?
Oh, no.
Yes.
I'm just...
Okay, let's
it's
redo
a typo.
it.
I'm Ron Burgundy?
We'll redo it really quick. Quick.
All right. On Wednesday's Radio from Hell show,
we're broadcasting live from Doug Smith Chevrolet Spanish Fork for the Road to the Road Home.
But we will help you get your things together for things that must go. So send them to radiofromhell@x96.com.
And bring your donations and join us for Wednesday's Radio from Hell show in Spanish Fork on X96.
I love Radio from Hell. Will you leave that part in? Sorry.
Yep.
I wanted to be part of it.
I Ron Burgundy that.
That's okay.
What? A minute? Got a minute?
15 seconds, so just real quick.
Yes! There you go. I'm hoping it's a hologram of George Michael.
There you go.
Can we get that at one of these shows?
All right, here we go. Take it away, Todd.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Kilby Block Party is going to return for 4 freaking days. May 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th at the Utah State Fair Park. And I can't believe I'm saying this because I've been wanting to say this for a long damn time. One of the bands performing on Thursday is New Order.
Now, according to your research, they have not performed in Utah since what?
I think it was like June of 1989 when they toured on the Technique album.
Oh, and I like that album.
Yeah, so New Order hasn't been here in freaking forever. Now, I saw them in 93 in L.A., and then I went to Vegas in like 2016, I want to say, and I watched all their stuff on YouTube. They're still amazing. But yes, New Order and Carrie, Carrie and I are going to go to a concert together.
Devo.
Yeah, because this is the same night.
This is the same night,
Yeah.
Thursday night, Devo.
Devo.
I've always wanted to see I've been in an unfortunate experience with Devo.
They played.
They did play, but I didn't stick around.
I was there. I was there in
You were
attendance.
So, oh man!
But also on that night, Future Islands.
Yeah, Future Islands are really good. And then a ton of other bands.
Yola
Then-
Tango, Teen Suicide, and Levalure, all on
Yes.
Thursday. That's just Thursday.
And then Friday, you've got a bunch of great bands: Beach House, Car Seat Headrest. This Built to Spill.
Built to Spill, I haven't seen in a while. That great little ska
and
band.
that's a full day on Friday. Saturday, our friends Weezer.
Yes.
Weezer, right?
Performing the entire Blue album.
Yes. Also that night, Wallows, which are fantastic, and I love St. Vincent. I've
Saint
never
Vincent.
seen her live.
Amazing.
I'm telling you, she's one of the finest artists working ever.
Also, IDK How that
Oh
night.
yes, our buddy Dallin Weeks.
And
there's more. We're leaving out a
Oh
lot.
yeah, we'd
No,
be
no,
here
there's-
until noon if we listed all
Yeah.
these bands.
Sunday.
You'll be able to find all of them.
Sunday, Justice. We just we're playing one of their songs now. TV on the radio. I know the kids are all excited about that.
Mhm.
God, I could go on and on and on.
And there's a whole bunch of
I
bands.
mean,
that day.
yeah.
I
So
mean,
we'll have this on x96.com. KilbyBlockParty.com is where you want to go. I just checked their page. They've got it up there right now. So
and 24, the number 24tix.com is where you get tickets for that.
May 15th through the 18th. It's
oh my God,
it gets bigger every year.
oh my God,
What?
this is how you put on. No, I'm just excited. Like this is how you
Yes.
put on a freaking festival.
This is how
Well
you
done,
do it.
Kilby folk.
Way to go.
Bravo! I
Indeed.
tell you what.
And so
That's a festival.
That is a
and
festival.
you know, I'm looking at their list, and on every couple of days there's a big bunch of question marks. Like Friday, Beach House, question marks.
So that means they're
So
working on some they haven't
somebody
announced
else.
yet. Yeah.
There's a couple of them that night. So yeah, there will be more.
More to be
So,
announced.
I mean, you could stop already. You had me at New Order, and then you throw in Devo, and then okay, well, hell.
Well,
So-
because of Devo, Carrie gets to pick the next song.
From my personal collection.
I know that Carrie is a huge Devo fan.
Yes, I am. So thank you very much. Live long and prosper. Oh, thank you, Katie. Fine job as always. Live long and prosper, bitches.
You can say something, Todd, if you want.
What the hell's going on? I'm filling in for Bill.
Are we not men?
That is from that album, as a matter of fact, that we're